someone.
Danny felt the limit here. Danny felt the limit here, and for the double points round, no surprise, Chad, it's got to be Zoe. So we've got a tie, which I think means the teams might actually have to play a match to figure out who wins.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, guys, we can't just decide it here. But this was Zoe on the final round, so in the end, we've got a draw on the debate.
It's crazy.
This was
2-2 with the double points round.
This was hard. I didn't know you were gonna pull the someone card, the MVP card on me.
Yeah, I would have lost without him.
Even Danny felt he couldn't fight it.
There we go.
He felt it.
There we go. It's live now.
Yeah, chat can decide the winner. So let's see where they're going. But if you're voting against him, I don't know what you're doing with your life, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, generally we want your input on not just this, but overall, who is your MVP? The votes are still open. They started to.
I can fix the stream title. I do not think I can.
Cast your vote for the Overwatch League 2023
Okay.
MVP right now, because we're now heading into a quick break, so we have all the time in the world, and afterwards we will...
It's crazy how London has made it, but Shock, Glads, Toronto have not. That is wild. That is just crazy. You think about it. Also thought we'd be starting by now. It should be starting really soon, I guess.
Beautiful artwork. And what's also beautiful are our team jerseys. So make sure to grab yours now. They're on sale for up to 20%. Get yours at shop.overwatchleague.com. Many people are in fact saying that wearing a jersey feels just like a day at the beach.
That's my job.
Your job is to be at the beach?
The beach. With the team jersey. Only a team jersey. So if you're in the LA area, go check that out. It's a sight.
Which beach?
Just beach. My job is
beach. Okay, all right.
The beach.
Nice.
Well, actually, his job is to talk about Overwatch. So let's get that one going. Boston, Florida. I mean, both of those teams. There's so much to say about those players. The Uprising is, of course, sporting a veteran roster. Those guys have been around for 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons for some of those even.
Oh, geez.
So they know what they're doing.
Yeah, no stranger to the pressure. And I think that this Florida roster, though, is in contrast, is a much more upstart team. But so many of these players you have to be excited for. And what we've got Maka coming in off the rip, so
this will be interesting.
Potentially a double flex comp, which could make a lot of sense to them. In the past, they've had.
It's also just a good practice, but very interesting.
They've got the flexibility. Mostly, I'm really excited to see the DPS line up together. I think Checkmate did pretty well, and the Tracer was looking solid, especially with his pulse bombs. But I think Genji is much more his specialty, his speed. I think this is a meta where he can shine, and we know what Mara can do on the hit scan. Just an absolute monster. I want to see some Sojourn out of Mara. His soldiers.
Lip MVP, lip MVP. Yeah, that's fair.
So how did you not? When did you pay?
All right.
Suddenly he's a stab. You know what it is.
Well, you should have convinced. Just tell me about his Sojourn. Tell me about the triple kill, one-shot headshot.
You just know. I knew, and that's why when I looked at my predictions, it was an easy one to make. I, of course, want this to be a
Let's see how...
What do you think it's going to be? I think the Florida Mayhem have the upper hand here.
I mean, obviously, Florida has the upper hand, but... So Boston, is this their first game after the break? I think it is. Yeah, this is our first game after the break. It's also Florida's first game after the break. So I don't know, man. This could go any way. Both teams are good. Both teams are mechanically strong players. This literally could go any way. Let's also get a little bit more light here. See how that looks. There we go. But yeah, this could go any way. Before the previous meta, it was like very, Florida's insane. And last few metas also in general, Florida's been pretty good. Because someone's really flexible. Checkmate's been honestly playing a lot better than I thought Checkmate would. And sort of be nasty, so... Yeah, I'm really curious here. Really, really, really curious. Chef Gumba. That's funny.
Specialized to every map. They've been like always out of the gate hot on new metas and you know new content in the game. And so I just have to think this plays to Mayhem's strengths. For Boston, they were heavily reliant on dive and they were great at it. But will they be as consistent in a new meta? I think this could be again like close, but I guess
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
fans don't
close.
agree. I think the fans are believing it.
83%.
So it's a perfect storm for them.
Yeah.
And guess who else supports Florida right now? Houston Outlaws. If Florida Mayhem wins this game, Houston Outlaws and Florida
in, right?
both clinched to straight to playoffs. They skip the play-ins.
But that also means everything's on the
Interesting.
Maybe
Interesting.
well, this is where they're really gonna excel.
I mean, you just want to go straight to playoffs.
Experience to be able to not falter on
So Atlanta's locked for playoffs instantly.
to kick us off and to cast off.
And then, I see.
Would you please?
So Florida and Outlaws, they could be locked. If Florida wins, then Outlaws is locked. I see, I see. If Boston wins, then it gets more interesting. Ah. I mean, you want to go straight to playoffs. You don't want to be in play-ins. Play-ins doesn't sound like it'd be very fun. It's sort of crazy in East right now how Dreamers is, like, pretty good.
The move past that era. I'm just Jake. I can't be anything else. Just me.
That's sad.
You put my last name in. Be like even more.
More normie. Well, that's not that normie. It's got a Y in it.
All right.
It's
That's
not an
cool.
I. I mean, Lion's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. All right, let's go into the game. Florida Mayhem and the Boston Uprising, Jake. I mean, this is scary stuff for Boston right now. They need to be able to collect.
If they win this, though, that's huge for them.
You said on the desk.
Regardless, I mean, Boston isn't play-ins. But, like I said, getting straight into playoffs and not having to worry about stuff, dude, that's probably really, really nice.
This one is going to be the biggest challenge.
One of the most hotly contested matches left in the regular season.
Isn't there more matches next week?
And Florida
Why is Wikipedia not working?
be bringing in Maka
Let's see here.
here. Like this is his debut match in one that really does count for both teams. So I think they have to be really confident in his skill. I want to see what he's got to bring as a player. And it's a meta where I think these high skill flex
Weird.
are really going to
It's like
shine.
bugged.
We saw like Violet doing insane things on the Kirgo, like literally.
Yeah, it's just
insane
bugged.
Things. I mean, good, but also insane.
Unlucky.
And I kind of want to see, you know, maybe that's an energy that the Florida Mayhem could follow on. Like, I mean, I think Maka, they've said he's a high mechanical skill.
Alright, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, maybe so, maybe so. Here is the maps for today, of course.
Ilios.
Beautiful Sunday. We do have Flashpoint in the rotation.
Interesting.
Survivors will be third, but first of Ilios and Nirvana.
These maps are gonna be like very, very spam favored. Dives, like you can play slow and like dive spammy. So this will be really interesting. Really, really interesting.
This late into the season too is pretty scary for a lot of teams, but
I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Florida Mayhem and the backroom staff, Gravy, Gunba, do very well is pick up these diamonds in the rough and turn them into superstars.
Yeah, and I think they've found like that great polishing strategy coming in with new comps. Like whenever there's been, you know, flux in the meta, uncertainty, Mayhem has been coming out on top in those situations. That's why they're 12-2. Like people knew this team would be competitive. They knew they'd be strong, but I don't think people would have put them at like the top 2. And I mean, they've already beaten the Atlanta Reign, so we're looking at one of the very serious title contenders for the season. And they've got a nice Spicer comp coming out here. Bastion Soldier being loaded up with the double fight sport on well.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Boston's gonna play more divey. You got Smurf, you know, one of the best Winstons in the league. Basically, it'll be, can you ping pong with dive, take angles, control map, and then Florida, they need to be able to like deny angles and sort of live over time. Okay. I feel it's funny how the turret like logo is the same thing as like Torb turret. Oh, they just wrap and take the entire side. Holy shit, they nade and force lamp instantly. Okay. Someone manages to just run into Twilight. That's insane. That's wild. Why were they on low ground? I mean, I guess there's no speed, but... That's insane, though. I feel like if you just play high ground, though, you're fine, and you just live. Like, you don't need to rush. And you already, like, forced lamp. Soldier was, like, under. Like, look where Brig is. There you go. Ana's on high. As long as you play high ground, like I feel like you just would. How wait? Oh, someone was smart. Someone took the high ground. That's really smart of someone, so you can pressure the Ana. But there you go. Like, see how much easier this is. I do think though that Florida played this wrong. I think they should have had Merritt and Maka on the top left high ground. If they did, then Boston wouldn't be able to hold that angle. I'm pretty sure Maka can get up there. Let's see here. They got Nano Winston. Well, that's a really early engage. Holy shit. I think he was gonna maybe get nanoed, maybe. There's Nano on Genji. Nice. Oh my god. Unlucky. Oh my god. That's annoying. I mean, they'll still be able to touch. Smurf might be able to primal to buy time. Someone's going on Ana. Nice. They force him off. This Brig is gonna die. That Brig is gonna die. Dude, he's just getting run down. That sucks, man. This is gonna be really hard. Because the way you look at Florida's comp is those ults can help you live and also be really aggressive. Like, you have Tac Visor, which can deny Blade. You've got Torbolt, which can deny Blade. You have Vorisalt, where you just go into the backline and get value. But you see how Boston's, like, abusing the high ground, and that's what, like, sort of makes me sad, is, like, Florida's not actually trying to actively hold Matt lane control. Especially with all the ults they have, like, they definitely could do it better. There's Blade. Ooh, that's a pretty good Blade. He just needs to live. He just needs to live. Oh, and Merritt was one. That's a really good rally. That's a great rally. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty good. Like, the other just playing around the Orisa, and Orisa can't do anything then. Florida's just playing this really wrong. They just control space better. This wouldn't happen. Because they have better point controls with Orisa, so whoever goes point, Orisa can just deal with them. If they control the left lane of the map, like the windmill, then it's really hard. If they get a value at a pulse here, it's really big. Needs a really big pulse here. Be huge. Oh, I gotta. Oh, I didn't recall. That's greedy. There's. Oh, Vaps one. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Oh, Briggs one. Oh my god. Dude. There's survivability also from like Florida's comp, and to be able to push back in is nuts because you've got Lamp, you've got Torby, you've got soldier heals, right? Like, who literally can you actually kill immediately? The answer is nobody. So you have to like sort of like play like for hitting, forcing CDs and going after. Yeah, that's unlucky. That's really unlucky. Oh, he is. Damn. That was insane. That was pretty nuts. That was pretty nuts. That was pretty insane. That was pretty insane. Taking 1 foot on this.
And that's what makes her so dominant right now, is when you have these incredibly good mechanical players in the tank, they're finding solo pickoffs. Twilight, he constantly has to heal EJ gone because Brig is just getting run down by the horse.
It's so scary.
Okay.
You said so much damage. With that increased damage from range, Jake, as soon as you hit that spear, if you get a stun with that too, you are as good as dead.
They're playing Widow now. More spam. Smurf Orisa. Yeah, Winston's probably pretty hard to play here. They're playing Widow. Okay, Birdring. Oh, he's a Widow player. I mean, Birdring was known for Widow back in the day. Like, he's known as being a hard aimer. Nice. Okay. Dude, Birdring just popping off. Very nice. Okay, okay.
His proficiency on this hero without needing to spam it, without getting a bunch of reps on it, is really terrifying. So for Merit, I think this is going to be a very tough test. If he can hang with Birdring, then there's really no question for Boston here.
The crazy thing to me as well, coming into the season, is Birdring took a break, and he's still this good. It is very scary.
I do think the break helped him a lot, though. And I also do think that at the start of the season, he wasn't that great, but he really grinded and, like, he improved so much. It was sort of crazy how much he improved. Oh. Oh, okay. I mean, that Orisa shouldn't be able to get away with what that Orisa's getting away with. It's crazy how they're all playing the right side of the map, but like I feel like Birdring could go wider on Mega and get a really insane angle. But he's not doing that. I don't know why. Either if you're gonna play there, then you need to be able to like really punish that tank. But they're not doing that. Because it's essentially like mirror. Oh. Okay. Like again, like now you should have no threat. You should be able to go hard, wide, mega. Like hard, wide, mega. They're just living there, man. Oh. I feel like they're not taking the map advantageously. Like how like Florida was sort of messing up with map control. Now this time I think like Boston's like messing up with map control. Yes, they do, but I think it's after a certain period of time. This is gonna be hard. Okay. I mean, it's really even been beneficial for Sojourn too. But see, like we have sights. Like this is what I wanted from like Birdring, like way earlier. Oh, Checkmate just got a pick. Damn. Nice. Oh my God, someone's on the flank. Dude, holy shit! Someone just came out of nowhere. Oh, that's gonna be pretty big from Smurf. He's one. Oh, Smurf doesn't have heals. Smurf doesn't have heals. Dude, Birdring did so much. He's gonna live. He's gonna live. Oh my God. What a live. Dude, died. That's crazy. Birdring did so much, but I still think could have played more aggro, and the team did not play around Birdring at all. No, they went Doom to touch, Doom Lucio. They're gonna have to like hard dive. I don't know who they can kill though again, because Soj got slide, Widow, verticality, grapple, Orisa, you're not killable. Very, very hard. You're just gonna go on Widow and force Widow out. I mean, if you do that though, then our Widow could play really aggressive, then Boston's Widow play really aggro. It could be because of other maps. Nice. I mean, this is really like again, like I don't know what Birdring's doing here, but he should be able to do a lot. Oh. I mean, I think zoning that Widow for so long was pretty insane. But I do agree. I'm not sure. It must be because of like the synergy that they have. Also, they were playing Brig Ana on the previous map, and I'm pretty sure the next map is also sort of a Brig Ana map, like Brig Ana Winston. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna value more of the Brig Ana variation.
Smurf out of the fight, Merit out of the fight. That's probably going to favor the Widow. But here we get to see a little bit more what happened on the point. How Birdring brought this fight. I mean, this is like a one-man army situation.
It really is. Hitting shots like these, the rest of the team don't need to do anything. Look at that. Are you going to? No. I mean, even that hitting the headshot didn't need to.
I mean, if he misses one of those kills, that round is done. Florida's winning this match. Like if he had 2 out of 3, it's not enough. Incredible.
It's the Power Widow, baby. It's on the Tracer now, not so much a Widow map, sadly.
What is this
But
car?
this car, okay, it's looking a little bit London on the side of Florida right now.
Hey, it's what we sort of did for Team India.
And look at this, Jake.
They have so much heals.
Maybe they're deciding to change Bird Ring over to the Ash now instead. Bit of extra AoE damage as the Florida Mayhem are going to reconvene.
This is really annoying.
And this is a lot of healing, I'll tell you that right now.
It's a really annoying comp. I'm gonna force shift first. Heal Orb. Immort.
So hard against the Kiriko Moira, though. Very, very survivable supports, even when they're in a tough spot. And Checkmate is shooting back.
Yeah, Checkmate or maybe Marco with the kunais for across the map, keeping Bird Ring in check. And like you said, Jay,
They have no speed, so it's smart that Lee Jae Hong's actually a bit more forward. He gets to carry the pin, though.
with the walls, with the TPs if they want to. With
He should have built Nano. Well, Decay's already at.
Twilight needs to land a big anti here, but someone's been
I mean, I think copying Moira would be pretty insane. Oh, that's a pretty big naded.
a little bit splash damage onto Merits. There's the
Oh, the HP. No, no. Oh, okay, that's a really fast shatter. Holy shit. I still think Moira would have been a better choice. I still think Moira would have been a better choice. Tanks just died too fast. Even May would have honestly been pretty good for May. I'll build it really fast. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, Nico, but yeah. Yeah. Did they announce that? Aurora, you want to say hi to the fans? Yeah, you do? Come over here. Come say hi. Nope. Okay, she doesn't want to say hi. Going under my monitors. They're just gonna alt trade, right? Like you primal, you may alt point. Nano, you may alt point. They have rally to stay. They have Kiriko ult to stabilize, build wall really fast. And if your May player is really good at like the long range damage, then it's like really annoying. Oh, it could be big. I will say though, if they're able to get map control, it is really good. That could have been pretty big. Holy shit. Nice. I mean, this is really good, because once you have map control with Boston's comp, like, it is really strong. They're purposely taking damage, I think. They're building Nano. Yeah, I mean, and then they full swap. Hey, they're literally copying what Team India did. Paris Eternal, yeah, probably.
This is a scary moment where now Tracer Summer's coming out, double flanker. Yes, Summer doesn't get those EMPs very quick. That's not what she's playing for in this moment. She's playing for picks. I think Twilight is going to be on the menu here. Tough spot for Ana to be.
Should like copy like Moira. Even Sombra is not bad, honestly. Counter dive, someone dies, nice. Yeah, nice copy on Moira. Copy on Moira is so good. It's actually so good. Like, you just live forever, and like you get heals, and then you build ults. Like, it's just insane. Yeah, and now you've got Bob. So basically, Florida's basically playing for EMP. They're playing to win with EMP. Boston needs to realize that, play around the EMP. Both styles are like totally valid. I think with Florida's comp is they could get a really meaningful hack and get a pick, but also Boston could do the same thing too with like, oh my God, Smurf. This is really good though. I mean, if they're gonna force these like long fights like this, it could be really good. Oh, huge! This is really big. If they like force staggers here right now, this is really big. I don't even know if they can touch. They messed up. Florida messed up. Boston's gonna take it. I think they take it. As long as you just hard pressure that Tracer. Nice. Hard pressure Sombra now. They know they're getting pre-armor for the EMP. Nice. They got one. But I mean, he should be able to kill them. They're all one. Like one. Tracer one. Yeah. Hi, Hi, Aurora. Second, I thought you were Pepper for a second. My cat decided to pay a visit again. You left and came back. What's going on? Yeah? We get a little photo of the kitty. Say hi. Say hi, Aurora. Oh, a little bit more. It's hard to get it down. Camera's She's like, what's that sound? Yeah, it's not working that well. She's gone. That was actually a really pretty even Koth. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. Oh.
Birdering is just, he's on another level. Honestly, when he's online, he just hits different. And like I said before, to think he actually took a break at one point, he's back in the league and back on a good team. And it feels pretty good to see Mr. Birdering back in action. This what must have happened. Yeah, I mean, you don't get it back from that one, that's for sure. Numbani is up next. I mean, I want to see what Florida Mayhem
I feel I think Florida's gonna have something cooked. They're gonna have something interesting cooked up. One zero. I wonder if Florida's gonna sell actually now, because they technically got Maka. So I wonder if they're actually going to sell. We'll have to see. So dockouts are already happening in the east. So Shanghaiser is in lower bracket. Shanghai lost to Sin Prima Gaming, which was interesting. Who do you guys think is going to win this series? Boston. Yeah, I was looking at Wikipedia. I was trying to find the next match. It's next week. It's actually during my wedding. I'm literally getting married, I think, on the 3rd, and it's the 3rd. So, fortunately, we'll not be able to stream it. Florida, but hoping Boston. I want Boston to win. I want Dive to, you know, pay off. One of my cats is going through a box. Aurora, what are you doing? So if Boston wins this though, chat, then how does that affect stuff? Also, isn't today also contenders? Oh, it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Let's see here. It doesn't show the week 6 matches. Do they cancel week 6 matches or something? Very annoying. I'm really curious what they're gonna run here.
I mean, he's had some of the best Widow performances. I think maybe the best Widow performance this year. We haven't seen a ton of the hero, but when Birdring's on it, man, it is terrifying.
4 minutes, 4 and a bit minutes, 6 final blows, 4 scope crit kills, so 4 headshots, and only a single death on Widow. More Widow, please, Birdring. And yeah, he's just an aimer. He is just so good at just a raw aim. It's crazy. Any character, honestly, put him on Alari. I'm sure he'll dominate with that pick too, right?
Okay.
Rumors of DPS players going on that, but their backlines
I mean, it's like DPS players will always do that. Like Kiriko, anything that's aim based, they'll want to try it out, which makes sense.
Sure, we'll find out in just a moment. Interesting map though. I think we've seen a lot of things from a lot of different teams. Even before the patch, we saw London force the Reinhardt TPing onto the high ground, or like
Aurora, what are you doing? It's like prancing around. Crazy cat.
The teams like Florida Mayhem are going to bring out, because we know how many different shades of the team they can bring. They can bring the Orisa, they can play Dive, they can play Diva, they can play Doom, they can play so many different things. They can even play something like this as well. Sigma, Alari, Bap in the back.
Yeah, I had a feeling Boston would play something slow, like a slow dive again. It really plays for their style. Sigma has got to be a really interesting option here. It can definitely work though. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you can section off. You can kill Sigma harder than you can kill Orisa, or easier than you can kill Orisa.
Someone could throw that shield at range and let Merit utilize it. So I think a little bit more flexibility on the map. Gonna be tough for Boston to break. Normally, I think you would want to pull out a full dive setup.
I think the problem is for Florida, that comp will be really strong on the first point. After that, I think that comp's gonna be, unless you set up really well and position really well, it's not gonna be as strong. Smurf Diva though is a little interesting. I would actually. You're gonna force point. You got better point control. Again, angles, whatever angles you can get.
Yeah, so much pressure coming from multiple angles, and all these Hanzo arrows from Birdring. Any one of them could be enough to find an opener here.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. The Diva forces points. Does enemy team have a point person? Not really. Sigma really low. Sigma no grasp. I mean, the best I guess I have is Sigma. Ooh, big pick. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. You inted there. As soon as you got that pick, you shouldn't have inted. Ooh. Oh, can you get the kill there? Oh, he's one. Oh, unlucky.
One of the challenges there is, though, even though you get an opening kill, you still got the Batiste, one of the best supports in the game to have as a solo support. He can heal himself, he can heal teammates, and he doesn't mind sort of carrying all the heals in the comp. That's what makes it such a great combo, because hey, you don't need to heal so much, just come, bro. But now Smurf is going to come over to that.
This is going to be really tricky. You don't really have an engagement. I mean, I guess you can use Ziyaki as an engagement tool. Also, here you're seeing is Ziyaki and Twilight, because I don't think they're planning on playing Brig at all with the map structure. Ooh. 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 Nice.
single arrow, a beautiful ultimate too. Is there any follow-up? It might be enough though, to be fair, Jake, to just dissuade them. Merit's on his lonesome on the high ground, forced all
Nice.
someone falls, tried to get back to the point to contest. 2 ticks on board for the Boston Uprising. A duplication from Checkmate onto a kill.
He's one. Nice. There's Yaki. Oh my goodness. Sort of popped off. He missed a lot of shots there in the middle, but at least he hit the shots that mattered. So, I mean, again, I think Boston's probably one of the better dive teams. So, if they're gonna win, it's because of like the comp matchup. I mean, you can just counter dive better. Florida's comp has so much survivability, though. Decay needs to stop copying tanks. Oh, maybe he's actually able to do something with it. Never mind. Take it back. Actually was able to do something with it. Damn. Someone, no mech. Maybe can finish. Merit's gonna flank. Yeah, this is ooh. Merit got 2. I mean, Smurf went really far back, which you can't contest Merit. But they are still pushing the cart. No way, dude. Are they gonna cap here? Wait, I think they might cap. No, maybe not. Not enough heal, not enough damage. Damn, that was a risky primal. Well, it's a really risky play. Holy shit. Oh. Ooh. That was crazy. Oh, they're gonna have a lot of ults here. They cap. Oh, they C9. I mean, they're technically forced to C9, but damn. Crazy. I mean, they cap though. 3 minutes going to third is pretty good. This is where Florida will have more of an advantage than Boston, just because of map structure again. But you can do some really cool pinch stuff though with like the left side. Like Kiri Echo could take like a left flank and like do things. Oh. Yeah, they just went fast. The thing is like, it's a little bit like you have mobility, so you can go back, but a little tricky to kite there. A lot of open space wherever you kite. Okay.
And they still have ults to spare as well, only using the window in that fight. You got Visor coming up, you got Copy, you got Captive Sun, you got everything. I wonder if Smurf can get anything done with this Primal Rage. We haven't seen a Winston juggle.
Set up jump. This is like a pretty fair fight for Boston, I'd say. Getting like armor off D.Va is really important. Yeah, that's pretty big. Needs to deny that. Nice. Oh. Oh, he almost tried to boop him back in. He's committed a lot of ults here, though. But again, they have map control, though, so again, very good. But that's a lot of ult usage. Winston on left, enemy team all went right. D.Va's able to walk for forward. Bubble to enable decay. Oh, I have Attack Visor. This is going to be really hard for Attack Visor. They have to play for it. It's zoning point. Nice. Oh, this is going to be really hard. The May swap was really good. I think they have to reset. Unless they get a pick. Yeah, there's no way. Just too much survivability. There's too much survivability. That May was really smart.
Yeah, so much damage, really putting out a ton of pressure with the bicycles. The 5th sniper, May, comes into play. And I think that really shows the strength of this comp we see with the Bap and the Ari, that them together, right? If someone just holds the car, he gets a ton of heals, able to just camp that position forever, and you've got serious threats on the other team, or the other players on your roster that can all find their own.
Let's see here. Looks like they're going high ground, maybe? Rotating left, yeah. Mega. They have Curial taking trade. This is going to be really hard. I mean, it's YDK, I think, went Genji. He needs to try and get a pick or something. You just sort of do the dive dash and get a reset. Oh, Genji's really low. Oh! 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 That's exactly what they needed. Oh, the team ends up carrying. Damn. Yeah, that was really hard. It's unfortunate. That fight, they used all their ults and they stuffed. They didn't stuff very well either.
Yeah, even though Maka did go down there pushing in with the captive sun, it seems like there was a bunch of follow-up from Florida, and the push ends up looking good. And I mean, that's the right way to play. When you got 5 ultimates, I mean, Boston is 20% from like every one of their ultimates too at the end of the game there. So for Florida, I think they made the right call. Pull the trigger. You got 5 ultimates. There's nothing more to wait for. We're taking the fight right now, and like, you know, never put your cards on the table. Turns out when you have 5 ults, it's looking pretty good.
I mean, I like the play from Checkmate too. As soon as they hear that Kitsune Rush from Twilight come out, pops up the wall, they wait for it to dissipate, and then they go for this big re-engage like we were talking about.
Yeah, and that allows someone to not have to hold all the pressure by himself. You know, he can, you know, cycle off the cart. Checkmate can hold some of that pressure as the more tanky DPS, and then, you know, trade it back to someone when he's out of skills. So that, you know, those little cooldown cycles, they buy more time for the snipers, and I think Checkmate is a kind of crucial part of that sniper.
That was crazy.
Very, very threatening. Oh, got such a good melee decay. Just used his dash.
Right on the corner.
That was just crazy. So much value.
So sad. Nice double kill from Checkmate there.
What is one of my kitties doing? I mean, moving stuff around or something. Yeah, defense dive. This is going to be interesting. Are they actually going to run Winston? I mean, Winston's actually probably pretty good here. They can probably take top left and just clear it.
Synergy for her right here, other than just being a sniper. Right, if this were Houston, I think Houston would probably play go over the Iliari here. And Florida, oh, we've got a spicy one. If this Bastion lives for like 5 seconds, Boston will have lost.
I mean, and Boston knows they have Bastion. Force on off, nice. Echo, huge. This is fine. This is not bad. They're just taking high ground, taking space. That's scary. That is very scary. You gotta give that space up, yeah. That was really greedy. That could have gone really bad. Ooh, Checkmate got the pick though. Damn. That's crazy. The amount of heals, even though like literally Izuyaki's hitting every single nade, but there's just no space. Smurf goes up and then instantly just forced out. You need Diva. You just need it to have higher uptime. Interesting. They go Bap Zen. Is Checkmate gonna swap? That makes sense. Okay, a bit more defensive. Because Bap Zen is really greedy into like a little bit of a harder dive. Yeah, it's a little greedy. But May helps because you can wall off and help you can peel more for your team.
I like this comp from Florida Mayhem. It literally is just merit. If you can kill people, that's great. We'll just support you, buddy. Some love and support thrown your way.
Okay.
Tank killing comp here for the Florida Mayhem. Smurf, even on the Diva, very survivable hero against Bastion. Could be challenging.
Oh, there's the Natter. No blade though, but Decay. Not normally someone that needs.
I don't think you necessarily need the blade. You're just trying to force things.
So many high health bars too, Jay. There's no like the front line doesn't really have 200 HP, right? You got way more than that plus armor. It's really that's really vulnerable.
Huge nade again. I feel like these nades are coming in, but I think you need to bait them more into open space, and then from there look for nades. Otherwise, you're just not getting value. Well, that's a pretty big sleep. Oh my god, that sticky was big. Oh wow, checkmate went up there. Force checkmate out. That Hanzo's gonna die. Birdring's gonna. How is Birdring alive right now? That's insane. I'm gonna C9. It just feels like they're like forcing these engages when they can just wait. Like just wait, just wait. There's no reason to force these engages. Doesn't make sense. Nanoblade.
Twilight on the Zen now. Nano, Blade, up to back, and here's where you die. A lamp was good for at least half a second there, but Decay's got the Nano Blade. Ain't no way you're surviving that one. 3 kills, maybe 4. Yes, it is. Ace,
I'm gonna swap probably. Not worth playing Genji anymore. I used Diva Bomb there too. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think Sojourn's pretty good. Oh, he switched. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
So there actually is logic to this. I think for the Boston Uprising, they're gonna have to make solo kill plays, and I think they're recognizing what they're up against here.
I think more than this is just literally a lot of disruption.
From checkmate, it has to back off. Alrighty. There's the rock. Smurf slams away.
Oh.
Well, Bowden's dead. So here comes the mortar strike. Run, Decay, run!
Decay lives. That's it. That's just it. Damn. That they just sort of got outplayed in my opinion. That's wild. He just got rolled. Very rough. I don't think Vodka delayed like insane, but I think he played okay. You realize also if your team's playing really well, it makes it so much easier.
That is so much pressure on your Zen there. Like Zen is the one everybody knows on Boston. We're gonna try and kill your Zen. You are the target 9 times out of 10, and you have to just be in the perfect spot. You have to hit the shots to pressure enemies away from you. Perfect communication. I mean, I can't understate. Like that is a really rough spot, and having your rookie perform like that, you're feeling really good about this poke meta going forward. If you're the Florida Mayhem.
Yeah, I said it yesterday. MVP, the votes are out right now. So yeah, cast your vote. There's a couple of candidates for sure in this one. Give some roll stars too to vote for my roll stars. Something I need to be reminded of, and I think I've got a couple of names in my head just from this series so far. Florida Mayhem, tying the series up. What a piece. Going to Flashpoint is the next map, Jake.
Yeah, Flashpoint. Gonna be an interesting map to see how these teams perform. I feel like Boston should be happy. You know, they won on control. Maybe they're feeling good about these.
The next map is gonna be. I think the next map's gonna be actually really hard for Boston. I don't think it's really. Flashpoint is not really beneficial to dive. It's gonna benefit more speed. I feel like in spam. I think this is gonna be really hard.
It's the map up next. Esperanza and Dorado to round us out. 5-map gigabanger coming up. I assure you after this.
Oh. I need to quickly take a small break. I'll be right back when I just get some warm up some food or something. I have not ate yet. Let's see, I've got leftovers from yesterday. I went to a very, very good Mexican place. So I think that's going to be the move. Warm up the leftovers. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, chat.
Flashpoint up next, going to Sora Vasa. A couple of substitutions as well coming in just a moment. We'll bring those up on your screen, but the Florida Mayhem on that map, that made it look easy. It was like pub stomping.
Almost back.
That payload just did not stop going. And as you can imagine, Flashpoint, large maps, Sora Vasa means a lot of Lucio play. So Lijigon and Choron coming back in.
Yeah, I think Boston were caught sometimes in a rough spot compositionally where they either needed to fully commit to the dive, right? Smurf comes out on the Doomfist, but at the same time they're switching off the Genji. I think that to me that doesn't make sense. Like have that
Made myself sort of a fajita burrito bowl type of thing. I need a napkin. I think this is probably going to be Florida's, and then the next map is what Boston needs to win, is my thought. But Esper could be divey. Be tricky. I think it's really tricky.
The subs, I think they really give it away. I think both teams are going to play some sort of Lucio variant, but I think from within that, there's a lot of options, right? We've seen Houston has played Doomfist full like dive styles with Lucio Kiriko. Other teams, they play the Lucio Bap. Maybe they play an Orisa and just a fast-moving Orisa comp. Other teams have chosen Queen, so I think there's flexibility. I think it's kind of right now there's no solid meta. It's sort of up to the teams to think what they think is strongest, what they can execute most confidently.
I think it's honestly just playing their comfort play style as well as comfort picks. There's no way they're going to Boston play dive. That's wild. Like a 5-man. I wonder if it was previous meta if Boston would win or Florida.
Arista's just so unkillable, especially on some of these points. Like, there's lots of ways you can kind of cap the point, then play off it. We're seeing a lot of teams do that now, where they're just, okay, we've capped, and now we're just going to play up slightly. So you have to get past us to actually get to the point to put pressure on us. I mean, someone's anchor tank in Orisa, or, well, for him, it's more of a dime tank, to be fair.
Right.
It's going to work out pretty well here.
Yeah, I think the one I'm worried about.
Now, Lucio's a big must.
Is going to be hard against Orisa. You have so many ways on the Orisa.
I think like Winston's just going to be super hard. If you can get value out of Bubble, maybe, but I just don't think it's going to happen. He also requires so much heals. The Sojourn is taking a lot more space. Oh. I mean, he did help a lot of... I mean, I will say that verticality actually is sort of nice on that map. Like that verticality there was huge. I don't think you can chase anymore. Nice. Yeah, Smurf's jump there, that verticality control, which enabled Birdering and Decay to do so much, was so good. Interesting, they're swapping. I mean, I still think Sojourn's better here. If you play Soldier, I feel like you're really trying to like hard go front to back. Okay. Oh wow, we really forced out Decay. Maybe not front to back. We forced out DPS still. Yeah, Merit really did a lot. I mean, I don't think they have to do anything, to be honest. Got like I think this is fine, but I will say here, like Florida, they should die fast and try and get the next checkpoint and take map control. This is really bad, like the stagger here and all this stuff. This is like really good for Boston, so they're gonna be able to take the next map. Interesting. They're poking out in between the point. 20 seconds. Blade. Beat and carry alt. Soundberry late. Man, this is rough. Oh, tilt decay. I mean, it's fine. It is so bad for Florida. Oh, Reaper's such a smart swap here. Holy shit. It's such an enclosed area. Reaper's so strong here. Now they can play front to back. Or they can just run someone down. Dude, Smurf just does too much. It is going to be really hard for Florida. Dude, like look at Smurf's positioning and just understanding of the map. Oh, he's won. Oh my god, dude. Dude, this is beautiful. I did not think this would do, like, their comp would go so well. Smurf is just absolutely just demolishing. That's crazy. I mean, I think Florida should play to set up for the next point. It's super important.
Alright, Palace up next. Alrighty. Playoffs comp. Let's go. Reaper Gaming. Bit of WM1 action. Pretty nice high ground control from the floor.
Right, I mean, they still are up on ults, technically. Well, not really. I guess, I mean, Primal for Beat, Primal for Curie is sort of reasonable. I guess maybe not because they have a Reaper. He'll blow up the Winston. He's doing a really good job. Smurf is just doing so much, man. He might die here, though, because he just really knows the map. Wait, how did he not get beat? If he got beat there, that would go very differently. I think that's I mean, that's pretty bad visor usage. Do not think that was good. Maybe he's gonna swap, but that was not good. Next fight, you got Curie ult, Soj ult, and Reaper ult. Good luck. There's no, like, that's so hard. Yeah, like Florida has to do something crazy here. I mean, it's so hard. You can get a solo kill, you just win.
Just marching straight on forward. Everybody goes super low. Suzu comes down, doesn't quite hit anybody though. They can only hit one person. Dead Blossom from high.
That was a really bad execution.
And there you go.
That was insane value actually for Florida there.
Any staggers? I think they're maybe trying to look for somebody. Yeah, they're trying to speed down Smurf. They seem to have lost him. Hiding in a cardboard box, maybe. Oh, there he is! Wait, he actually just
Huge hard juked him. That's crazy.
He gets away somehow, and that's actually going to afford them another touch here, Jake. Healing station down for the soldier is 95% and ticks up. The boss not rising.
Winston won. Oh, Winston's won. Oh my god, I got Lucio. Oh my god, he's missing the shots. Soldiers won.
The boss not rising, managing to find the flip as they get 20% and counting now on the clock. The Florida Mayhem have lost their tank, and they've got time though, Jake, to regroup, and just get back on.
Nah, Reaper's gonna be really a big problem. You have to give.
Are they gonna charge? Yes, Smurf gets in just in time, but like you say, Kitsune rush.
That Soldier Reaper angle.
There's no chance.
Unlucky.
Those Hellfire shotguns from Checkmate, sending you 6 feet under. The Florida Mayhem, 99%. Team kill. They're capping their first point, a flashpoint, and here we go. Still, boss not rising though.
Okay.
More cap. They'll take the map.
This is great patience being shown by the Florida Mayhem there. I think when that 3-on-3 resolved a little bit, Florida could have been over-aggressive. They could have tried to chase those kills, but they're patient. They know Kitsune on point is going to be very dominant. It's the trump card in that fight, and they save it for the perfect moment. Now in position to get the opening cap on this next point of interest.
This is gonna be really hard.
Just both teams jostling for position right now. Is a little way away, so
I like this in Florida. They were kind of blocking Boston's entrance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Despawning Temple. They were fighting around Market, the midpoint. Like you
Soldier
said,
honestly might be more oppressive because of the angle pressure control.
And are you going to open with beat here? I think that's so hard for Boston.
I don't think you. Oh.
Twilight randomly finds a kill.
Okay.
Sound barrier only hits 2. I mean, that's a wasted ult for sure.
Yeah.
2
There as well.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Sound barrier and a
That's wild.
by the boss not rising, but they get the first cap more importantly. Remember, they're on cap point, Jake.
Huh.
More capture point taken, and they will win the match.
That's crazy.
Twilight really proving his worth there, and I love this forward hold setup here. Very
This is really strong with Reaper.
Reaper on the off angle.
Yeah.
Decay, though, he is
And then on top of that, you got Soldier too.
hold a little bit further back, a little bit
I like
safer.
this. Threaten as well.
Because they don't really have what pick potential like Florida. Like unless you get 2-tap
A lot of ways to escape.
by Kiri.
To be fair, Kira Kerrick's
Very hard to instantly kill somebody.
as
Oh my goodness.
trying to get a decent angle.
Oh, what?
Kill onto Checkmate already.
That's wild.
You have to make a decision.
Oh, that could be a huge primal.
You gotta win
I don't know if he needs it though. No, you don't need it.
and Merritt dies super late. No one from the Florida Mayhem could die right now, or the map might just be over. Someone's got the primal rage, but look how aggressive the boss not rising are playing.
Dude, this is crazy.
It's almost hopeless for RuPaul to stay alive. He does TP out as the boss not rising.
They could have chased more honestly, but it's a bit greedy.
How much damage they've already done.
That's a beautiful dance back from Florida, though, not losing everybody, keeping
But big here is Twilight.
back into this map.
Lot of ultimates though.
Lee Jae-young was able to build another ult.
Blossomy does get pooped away, but a little damage done. And
Wait, that Reaper has no wraith. Yeah, there we go. Reaper has no wraith. Kiri's got nothing. I think that's it. I think I get it. Damn, that's wild. I did not think them to be so clean.
many people to kill, a humongous mountain to climb. He almost gets booped off the map, but Burn
Wild.
to rest. The boss are not rising with a 3-1 on
That's actually insane.
to match point.
That's insane.
These fast, highly mobile compositions, I think Boston really are showing their edge there. It's a very tight game, but it is the little details that end up counting. And for the Florida Mayhem, I think they're going to be feeling pretty rough about that one. That's some of the pressure of the new Flashpoint map. You know, I think both teams showed things that, you know, you can kind of take home in ranked and try to employ yourselves, whether it's the aggressive positioning or, you know, holding those forward chokes on the certain point. But Boston, it was just those crucial opening picks for me. Those were the difference.
Crazy.
Right? It was Twilight at the end. Bird Ring started us off on the first point, and although Florida fought back valiantly, it wasn't enough here on Flashpoint.
It's still a tricky game mode. It is brand new, right? The teams have been scrimming it, yes, but it's nowhere near solved just yet, or if it ever will be, to be fair. But I like the tempo that Boss Not Rising are playing. They are playing very aggressive, willing to chase these kills too, because they know how quickly the timer does tick up. And if you can get these late staggers, an extra 10-15% really can make the difference. And with Boston taking that 3-1, oh boy, we're looking at a map 5. I can feel it. Esperanza's up next.
Yeah,
Okay.
that Soldier versus Sojourn matchup, it does feel like it can go both ways, but with Birdring being so consistent on his rail shots, it just feels like it's a little bit more threatening, a little bit more potent.
Push up next. Esperanza is the man.
This is a weird one, man. I don't know about this one. Because you can play dive-based stuff here. You could also play spam because it's distance.
You're not going to want to miss it.
It's really, really tricky. Really, really tricky. Not sure. I feel like Birdring didn't even play like insane on Soj, but like he still did stuff. Like there were times he could have done even more, honestly, if he hit his shots. I really like how like they have the understanding of like going early and putting early pressure and then backing up and then going back in and stuff. Like their tempo understanding with Winston Cop is so good. And space control. Very, very good. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. I need to make a quick call here. I'll be right back while we take a break.
Alrighty. Flashpoint was the boss nut rising at the hands of this handsome man right here. Smurf playing the Winton. This is the match so far. So about 27 minutes played, let's say. Quite a lot of final blows there. A lot of primal rage kills. Eliminations off the chart too. Truly another Winston god we have in the Overwatch League.
Yeah, Boston proving this hero is still incredibly relevant even in the new meta. I think Houston showed that a little bit yesterday, and Boston are making it look just as good here, taking out a much more threatening opponent, or so it seems. We're only up 2-1, and I think there is very real potential for us to go to map 5 here. I think Florida, they've got what it takes.
Remember what he said at the start of the game as well, or the start of the series, Jake. Florida Mayhem, they need to take some dubs here so they can secure themselves in the playoffs. The Boston Uprising, they're the ones that are fighting back. They're fighting, not for their lives per se, obviously play-in's still a guarantee here, but they want to get as many points, as many wins as they possibly can to disrupt that upper echelon of the Overwatch League right now.
you've got to give, if you're the Boston Uprising, you've got to give Houston a chance to trip and fall. Remember, Houston are going to play London, and although you might think, okay, like Houston's probably a stronger team there, London is always an X factor. They're always an uncertain team to match up against. And so I really think for Boston, like, this is a match you have to win, whether it's for building your confidence for play-ins or potentially earning a play-in spot. I think either way, like, it's a match you really want to win because, like, the plans are looking scary, man. Even if you are the top seed, there's a lot of these upstart teams looking good in the.
You know what? Sorry about that. Let's see here.
Like, it is a dangerous place to be right now. I don't think you can be like, Boston, we're top 14 all season, like, no problem.
It's variance, like you said, and London is the X factor. There's all to play for right now as we do get into the map in just a moment. I believe just some of the players are setting up. Looks like Boston kind of chilling, just waiting, making sure they can actually take this one to Esperanza. Or sorry, they don't want to take this one to the last map, Dorado. They want to take us.
Okay, let's see here.
I think the Florida Mayhem as well. What a team! What a crazy anomaly that Danny predicted someone being the MVP. Because right now, I'd say in a lot of people's minds, he's the front runner for people. He's just been the linchpin for the Florida Mayhem. His flexibility and his just star power too.
Yeah, I think one thing that for me highlighted that last map was Merit on the Soldier. He's great on the Soldier 76. Don't get me wrong, but for me, Merit is like a Sojourn player. That's where you want this guy, and I know he can go toe to toe with Birdring. So if we do go to those similar matchups as we had the last map, I want to see.
Why Koreans ride so much more? I mean, it's like for them, it's like work, right? It's like in their culture. It's just in their culture.
When you give this guy any kind of room at all, he is just taking your head off, and so many times that's been the killer for the Florida Mayhem, right? It's hard.
Also, I think Vigilante is not playing as much right now, so you can play on stream more. I think. I'm not sure. Could be wrong.
That's the difficulty playing against a great team like the Uprising.
I wasn't able to see Atlanta's match yesterday because I had to go to Valorant Champions for work. So. I want Boston to win. Make me happy.
So we're thinking, obviously, at least for the Florida Mayhem side, we're sticking with the Lucio. Are they going to still run the Orisa, or is it going to be more of a Winston style play? What are you thinking?
I think there's a
I feel like they're still going to play Winston because they're really confident in it. I think Florida is going to run the Orisa because they're confident in that too, and then it's just going to be this matchup, and we're going to see what happens with that.
And now you've got this very valuable data, the first half of the series, how it's been going so far, and you have to ask yourself, what do we have the best odds on? Can we win our style, maybe playing with like someone's Orisa, maybe a Queen, like a more brawling style, or do we need to match the dive? Is the Winston too oppressive on these high mobility maps? I tend to lead a little bit more toward the rush side. I think that's where Florida's look the strongest. Who knows though? It's up to them to decide. Right now, Florida's looking like, all right, you know what? Just put Merit on Sojourn, we believe. And it's actually Smurf who's thinking about playing the Queen. So potentially we could see these teams sort of cross paths, take each other's roles for a map.
No way Smurf plays Queen. No way, right? There's no way.
Fast. Speed. That's all they want to do. Yeah, no messing around for the Florida Mayhem. That's looking like they want to play just the Soj, the Reaper. It's all playoffs.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, yeah, no funny business with him either.
What? Whoa. What are they running? Bap.
Okay, this is going to be explosive. Tons of damage on both teams. Not that much survivability. People are going to die fast here, and it's about who finds those openers. Birdring already TPing in. TP rush. Nice move from Chorong, though. Pushing a lot of members of the Boston Uprising.
Force Reaper out instantly. Holy shit, man. Reaper dies, I think. I think they win. My god. What a knife. That was an insane knife. I mean, we talk about someone's flexibility. Holy shit, look at Smurf. The dude's playing Winston, Queen, and Diva. That's insane. That's smart. They swapped to May to live. I mean, you still have Telly, though, and you can just Telly on somebody. Oh my god, he's got a pick. Yo, this is, oh my god. This is huge. Another knife on RuPaul. This is really bad. Like, if they get a free cap here, it's huge. Which I think they might. Oh, they gave... That was weird. That was really weird. That's a huge axe, though. Aw, dude, they like messed up. They like all went cart and they gave space, like, and then they didn't set up properly. They should have capped that. That's actually so unfortunate. That was theirs to cap.
Boston Uprising hesitating a little bit. Didn't end up capping that point as they got off the bot for a brief moment as someone calls for a brief pause. I gotta say,
Man, that's
checkmate. The TP comes into the window.
May Winston. The May is literally there to basically allow to live the Junker Queen's like push. It's because the Junker Queen's push is gonna be really aggressive with Telly, with like Genji dashing in, so you can just wall off like an angle, and then you can live, and then you can push back in. And if you are diving and you are going on somebody and you're going first with Winston, May's still decent because like it's a brawler. So it's not like you're diving really deep, so you don't need insane mobility. And if it is a little bit deep, you still have speed to close distance. And May is long distance with range. So
survive that kind of lasted to get more ults into play, and that might be really tough. Yeah, without a beat of their own, yeah. Tough. TP, shout onto high ground. Checkmate, rather cool, just chilling around, and there you go. There's the sound barrier, Jake, as the blade was pulled, but look at how many kills the Florida Mayhem already
dude.
Through. Speaking about
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
No chance there. Nice, not quite a stagger, but Decay still dies late. Good fight from the Florida Mayhem right there. And we are going to get the Sojourn matchup. I think we kind of all knew the series was going this direction. Birdring says he knows he can hang in that fight. And the Queen ult might be a little bit more threatening here, but you do have RuPaul with that potential Suzu available to cleanse his teammates or Smurf. He's got to choose his timing wisely. If this ult gets cleansed, that's a lot of free healing. And that could just turn her ult online. This fight could look really hard for Boston, especially from this low ground. That's looking rough. Oh, not quite. Window from Boston Uprising.
Okay.
To back up. No lead taken. Still though, Boston, I mean, they're stagnant. They're on the low ground. It feels like they can't open things up from here. It's tough. You can just eat that Blizzard in two.
It's tricky. I mean, you forced May ult. Oh no. There's a Queen ult on May. I didn't get any. Oh. Damn. That's a really tricky spot to be in. I feel like they needed angles and to pinch. That's really rough. Yeah, they're mirroring. That retake was just really bad. Like, I don't even think Florida's playing well. I'm sorry. I think like Boston's making some really dumb mistakes. I think Boston's just making some dumb mistakes, which is hurting them a lot. Okay. This is again where it's tricky, and you need to do some type of rotation, in my opinion. The beat. Okay. Oh boy. Like, to me, like, I want like a pinch. Like, I want like a Reaper coming behind, and then Winston jumping in, and then like Sojourn like sliding in. Like, there needs to be like a. Oh. Because like that how they're playing that retake doesn't make any sense. God, Merritt is a monster on this hero, man. I'm so happy to see him come out on it. He is tearing Boston limb from limb right now. Birdring has the chance to answer back here with the overclock. We'll see if he can look good here. See if he can match. Lucio won. RuPaul gets a pick. Okay. Oh. Twilight Dawn. Oh. Merritt won. Okay. That's actually a pretty big fight win, to be honest. Dude, Smurf went to Narnia. Problem is you're going to have to win 2 fights here at least, which is going to be tricky. Might even be 3 fights, actually.
you're feeling really good about that. Still, Birdring's overclock is always a threat.
Yeah, but it's just overclock.
Sometimes don't need any more than this.
You have Reaper though, so they like don't have like I don't know why you wouldn't play to like choke them out. Dude, no way again. Again. I don't understand how Boston's setting up. I want Boston to position more aggro and like choke them out. I feel like they give so much space. Okay. That is just so bad.
I think it's going to a map number 5 if Florida Mayhem can make their way with the Boston Uprising again. We're approaching the final corner on Esperanza now.
I mean, here, like, Boston does have double support ults. Hi, Pepper. Hey, Aurora. But I think it's going to be really hard.
Right off the rip with theirs, and Nijigon instantly dies. Can't get his ult off. Another team fight for Florida. Masterful execution. Someone's going in. This is going that deep. You best believe he's got Primal Rage. There you go. Nice little boot from Lee Jae Gon. Forced the Primal. Stops it soon. It does indeed. And now, well, guess what? Florida Mayhem couldn't just chill. They're chilling. They don't need to push the aggression right now. It's up to the Boston Uprising to try and gain control of the fight again.
Ooh.
The nice snipe onto Lee Jae Gon. Forces the Ajax. And the Boston
Oh my god, Decay. They use double support ults though. Enemy team's got double support ult now. And,
That's the most painful Ajax of all time, where you Ajax and your team didn't even need the beat.
yeah, that is pretty bad. I don't see how. At least now they're actually holding space. Look at that. Now your Sojourn can do way more. Like, look, the Winston's taking so much pressure. But the problem is enemy team's got, like, oh, they're just dead. Yeah. You need to go. You need to go back. You just needed to play slow and bait up support ult. I mean, Charongan just has beat. They're just gonna keep going. Oh my god, he got out. He got out at what HP? Okay. Oh, I think this is so hard. I don't think you, yeah, you don't. I mean, actually, if I'm Florida, I initiate with an ult. But what I remember that is I let Boston go first, like with tempo, and then I use an ult to like force them back. Because you already have map control, and Boston sort of has to do something. That's a really greedy angle from Merit. Yeah, that's just over, man. They just messed up at the start so bad, man. That's wild.
Although if he gets caught here, his team's going to be fighting short-handed. They're committing very hard for this.
Hits the re. Yeah, there's no shot he survives this. Lee Jae Gon does end up capping the point or touching the point, but he's not going to survive long either. Smurf is going to come back, but Jake, this is a mountain that is almost
actually Boston might be able to win this if never mind. But to say if Lee Jae Young is able to live there, then maybe they can win. They have Curie ult, but the Tracer would have come back by then with damage, but I mean, it's too hard. What do you get a Primal? Yeah. Okay, that's crazy. Did not expect this. Did not expect this.
Think about that comp, right? All 5 heroes of the Boston Uprising have tools at their disposal to escape the mail. Theoretically, you really shouldn't be getting much value on that ult. Time and time again, not just getting one. He was getting multi-man blizzards, winning team fight for his team, shutting down enemy ults. That is way beyond expectations. I knew Checkmate was incredible on the Mei, but I mean, this is a tour de force on the hero. Any Mei mains, you've got to be watching this POV. He is taking it to the next level in a spot that it like shouldn't be possible. Like, I don't recommend this if you are not Checkmate.
Do not play Mei in these comps and against this comp. You are not going to perform as well.
Like, do whatever you want, bro.
Yeah. I mean, against a comp that is so mobile, like you said, landing these multi-man blizzards should be an impossibility. But boy, is this guy making it work. Map number 5, Jake, we're going to Dorado.
Like, I'm super excited to see a map 5 escort 2 potentially interesting in a place where I think the snipers have defined a lot of this series. Will they still be dominant? Dorado, we've seen, I mean, I think Widow's very viable here. Mayhem have also played strats with Merit on the Widowmaker here. I think both teams will kind of see the extent of their preparation. Did they expect this series to go to map 5? Are they ready?
They gotta be. Florida Mayhem wanna clinch this one so they can grab their spot in the playoffs. Boss Nut Rising. Right now, if you're against Checkmate and Checkmate's Mayor, whatever he picks, oh, it feels pretty impossible. We're gonna jump to a break. A map 5 banger coming up.
Oh. Man. Dude, they started off that map so well. Like, they should have won that. That's so unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate. Really feel like that was theirs to win. But it is what it is. Man. Crazy how close this is, though. Oh, really? With that map win, they are now actually... They made Toronto. Interesting. That's very interesting, actually. So literally that's all they needed. Huh. Wild. See if it updated. It didn't update there yet. Look, I guess because basically they had to keep their like plus like 25. And it's very hard for Boston to like even go up with, even if they match the same thing. They're not gonna get more. They're plus 25, so yeah. That's crazy. I wonder if that helps Florida Outlaws too. Well, Outlaws is 12 and 13, so they probably needed Florida to win to make Boston 10 and 5. I mean, it is still top 4 that go up, right? So realistically, oh, it's top 3. Oh, damn. That's unlucky, man. So from the out of the 7 teams that make play-ins, 2 gotta go to playoffs.
And with that map win on Esperanza, the Florida Mayhem have clinched a spot in the playoffs, Jake. So big dubs coming out from them, and you know they want to finish off the series strong. That is for
And that's really good for them, to be honest.
Got to admit, man, Checkmate is just having a series right now.
Yeah, he looks cool, calm, and collected. That's exactly what you want to see, but dismay on Esperanza. I mean, this is a
You got some water.
for Checkmate. I think something he's extremely comfortable
That's like great for Boston. Or sorry, great for Florida though. That's got to be a good feeling. In the middle of your match, you're like, okay, well, nothing really matters that much anymore. Like, because literally this match doesn't matter. Like, playoffs is gonna be like completely different. If you win and you win, it's really cool and like helps your score series and maybe benefits other teams, but it changes other teams. But
was a small substitution there for the Boston Uprising. So is Izzyaki come back in? Jake, we're not seeing Charon come out. So these teams.
it's really interesting to like end like on Dorado. Like before, you'd always like end on like a Koth. Now you're ending on like a non-Koth, which is really weird.
You know, there's a lot of open space. You can play your supports far back. Having two poke supports could fit right into that theme. Keeping Chorong in, to me, suggests Florida Mayhem. Maybe they want to play a little bit more of a mobile style. Maybe
Maybe they'll play some Brig.
Could be the Kriko. I don't know just yet. I mean, they're hovering some silly heroes. Not going to see those.
Okay.
It is going to be the Ana Iari for the defense.
That's by the way, I just want to mention, it's kind of crazy that Twilight's not playing the Ana here.
Yeah, surprising. It made me feeling really confident on the Iari as well.
Yeah.
This comp, though, I'm not a believer just yet. I do feel...
I sort of want Florida just to like fuck around. I don't know why, but I sort of want Florida just to meme. Oh, they are? Oh, that's true. Because seeding, I guess, matters, right? That's true. Because if they win, then they're 13-2. But they can't get first seed anymore. Unless Lana loses next week, I guess.
Mix up from the traditional Widowmaker.
Small yoink.
Florida, they played this before.
Okay.
I've seen this before from Florida. They love this bat brig. We're pushing the court all day. What are you going to do about it? That's what this comp is asking Boston Uprising. Very rough for Smurf to contest. Echo, Diva, Bap, great heroes to pressure Winston off the cart. And there's no...
You just soft dive and control space. You just soft dive and just keep moving. Deny angles.
I mean, he can just free fire. I mean, what are you going to do as the Boston Uprising, like you said, no traditional flanker on their side. You can maybe throw a couple of try shots to Helix Rocket, but like Merit is very okay. He's going to be safe as anything. Oh, nice. Oh my god, how did Soldier get away from that? How did Birdring survive?
I'm not gonna lie, Twilight did insane work there. Oh my god, Twilight.
One mistake will cost you against a team this quality.
The dragon. Oh, Birdring. Oh, he still dies. I think he was like spinning on the tree.
Dude, Twilight is just...
Twilight there.
Holy shit. Maybe Twilight on a... This is a move.
Painful because, you know, I think Florida, they are going to have a little bit of a power play. A few seconds here with an
Florida needs to get picks, basically. They don't really have, like, alt win cons. I mean, they have a lot of stabilization alt win cons, but...
Still should roll even without a Widow pick. Just his presence should be enough. You want to see a little more.
Merit was looking for decay.
Hard to get Widowmaker any value here. You have to really just put her up on the high ground, but it's just so easy to dive. Just looking over the car, I think is the name of the game right now.
Oh, got booped.
Good whip shot by Charon, and that defense matrix stopping a lot of those try shots from actually landing. And now Decay a little bit scared of Merit.
Do not copy Diva, please, for the love of God. Well, that Echo is way over. That BAP is 1. I guess a copy. I mean, you have other ultimates coming up, and you needed to live there. It's a little sucks, but I mean, this is our first point choke, which is really strong. Oh. Oh. Infra.
A 360 spinning soldier. Just give up your life, Izzyaki. There's no point. I think
Dude, get out of the server. He is him. He's there. Oh my god.
Okay. I've seen enough.
Okay, hold on.
I have seen enough.
That's wild.
Merit is very well warmed up now.
Wow.
Ice cold too.
That's crazy. That could have been a first point hold.
I'm like, maybe we don't peek him ever.
Everybody was trying to just run around. Birdring was like 2k DPI, just spinning on the spot too. Still hits the headshots. And now High Ground's in control.
This is gonna be really hard. Why is Birdering over there?
Tracer now, a flanker to deal with merits. Oh, someone actually just eats up the sun. Twilight's ultimate just goes by the wayside. He didn't get got a bit of an aerial there, but not much extra damage done.
Yeah, and the copy is gonna come in.
Interesting. Dude, these angles Birderings are taking are like super wide.
Very split fights are good for the Florida Mayhem's comp. But that nade from Twilight is
What a huge nano.
There we go.
Oh, you can kill him, can he? Oh, he's 1 HP.
Up for you, buddy. Alrighty,
Oh,
there's the die. Oh, redial,
yeah,
though. Merritt's
that's fine.
Smurf. Not sure how that happened, but it should be the boss.
A really good stabilization though.
Self-destruct for the remake. Do not get killed by the man.
Nice.
patience from Decay there. Waits out those little counter strafes. Someone's trying to wait his clip out and break the neck as
Nice.
soon as he's reloading. But Decay, yeah, very wise to that. Reads the strafes, patient with his clip.
That's a smart point.
I mean, that's why he's a tracer. But like, this is a signature hero type of moment there. Very few players, I think, will kind of have the patience to make that read.
I don't think Twilight's got a Torb turret. I think that's just a pylon. That looks quite funny on the HUD there. So the merits though. Now everybody has been revealed.
This guy doesn't need wall hacks, man. He doesn't need them, but he's got them.
Whoa. Okay, nice counter dive.
Dude, holy moly, Smurf.
In fact, extra low.
Whoa.
Healing there from Twilight, but now you got to be careful. I mean, Mary's got such a good angle.
It was a really good play by Rupal, honestly, to take that high ground. Really, really, really good play.
And the payload, Jake, it's moving once again. Decent time back considering what happened on first point right now.
It's the power of this diva. Just
This is gonna be hard.
that whole time Smurf's dancing.
Decay is gonna need to make a lot of space on Tracer. You do not want to go point, you need to go high ground. You need to contest that high.
I don't think he's getting anything with this. Maybe Tracer?
Yeah, this is pretty useless. They're just zoning, if anything.
All good.
Oh.
No blinks. Oh, no blinks. One left. He's going to get hounded down though. Yeah, 70 HP. Pulse bomb on the floor. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Someone just
Yeah.
blocking that doorway.
When I noticed like the soldier wasn't really able to be in a position that would like allow him to like pressure that backline, I was like, it's a little bit iffy. Honestly, I'm not sure why they don't play Sojourn. I feel like Sojourn would be better because you have more verticality.
Even Birdering trying some funny business in the backline. Merritt with a swift grapple away from Smurf. He does it.
I don't know why they're committing. I think they're gonna swap.
You got to look at one DPS in Merritt, but you've also got to pay attention to Checkmate. 3 kills in the fight.
I hope you're swapping because you just wasted a bunch of ults.
Florida.
Like that, like that's really bad. You just wasted a lot of ults. Not good at all. Oh man.
There was no Tracer and no Brig in the comp to come in, hold the carcass test, and enable aggressive. So the nano.
Yeah, they were swapping. That's what I thought.
Well, a lot of indecision from Boston, like multi-swapping their back.
Nah, I think they were planning on doing it earlier because they primaled.
Not knowing exactly what to do with this instant swap from Florida Mayhem over to the Bastion, over to the Sake that worked so well for them on Nimbani. Has Boston found the answer yet?
They feel so drilled. That being the Florida Mayhem, right? Oh, the pulse, that was so close. Izzyaki 1 HP. Twilight, you're gonna need to do some healing, buddy. And Decay actually just dies to a random nade from the Bastion. Merritt pretty low, but saved, thankfully, by that lamp. That captive son just not finding
Damn,
too
man.
much. Twilight's not had too much success on this ultimate just yet. See if Choron could be the difference maker with his own. They're pushing this payload to this last point now, Jake.
Can he boot Bap off? That would have been pretty funny.
Now Choron in a perfect position to just light the Boston up, rising up. Oh, almost a deflection there, but it actually did connect with Decay. He is just obliterated on the point.
Damn.
And with 52
Boston did not know what to do. I felt like Boston was just did not know what to do. They did not know what to do. They were just there.
I feel like that diva always working the card up. Even
Crazy.
if they weren't winning fights, just kind of drawing them, trading out. That's what they want to do with this comp, and they're moving the cart the whole time. Boston, it felt like they got 1 to 2 fights per point, never really getting
Whoa.
those like long static defenses that they're hoping for on the defense side to run the clock out. And then, oh my God, I mean, if Merritt, I don't care, you're a pro player, you played a million games in the Overwatch League, it's nothing. But when a Widow does that to your team, it puts the fear of God into you. You're like, I don't want to beat that player again. That was beyond ridiculous. Like those shots, 3 in a row, back to back. I mean, when a player does something like that, it just sparks something in your whole team. Everyone
Let's
starts to
see
believe
here.
they are untouchable, and when you play that way with everybody really at this skill level, sometimes it starts to feel like that for the enemy team too. Like maybe we just can't win this, guys. You feel that limit.
So I Let's have a look at what happened to Mary here. Oh, the red. Look at this name.
Alright.
Was there Decay deflecting there? No, he was not.
Behind him though.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
Area of effect.
It's been buffed. It's a key skill now in the Bastion's toolkit. One of the very threatening because, you know, Bastion can a lot of times get people low and they hide from predictable damage, but that nade sometimes is the finisher.
Maris on Widow, man.
Birdring, okay. Yeah, we needed this. We needed this.
This is what Overwatch
This is
is
the
about
right way.
right
The
here.
right way.
A Widow duel.
Third ring. Can you match Merit? That's the question. And Merit's hitting heaters as well, Jake. It's pretty tough to rock that boat. We'll see if Birdring can do just that.
Birdring has come in cold time and time again though and still delivered, so I think this can go either way.
Ooh, okay, they know where Birdring is now, so a bit of an easier job for Merit. Not sure where Birdring knows where he is. Ooh, just the tootsies of RuPaul. Seen that?
Did he get a glimpse?
They're both corner peeking. I'm not sure. There's such a weird angle as well because you have this like jutting structure, so you're going to be able to see the feet of the Widowmaker before anything else. Could be tough for Birdring, but it doesn't like Florida.
Interesting.
Back up. Now you
They're just
see
playing slow and taking space.
long sideline.
This is where it's like the Widow Echo versus Widow Echo sort of duel, and it's sort of like really interesting with space.
Thunder should have the advantage. Didn't matter to Merit last time though, so can go either way.
Slowly but surely, they're both playing very passive right now. Merit back up.
Okay. Oh, the brig, the brig. Wait, what is Twilight doing? What is Twilight doing?
Frankly, Twilight showing inexperience on Brig there. Like
That was way too far forward. That was super questionable.
And I think with someone's diva, you really feel on the Boston Uprising, we need the Brig. Brig is a great hero against diva. Easy to, you know, boop her around, proc your heal at all times. She's not too threatening to you on Brig. So I think it's the right pick from Twilight. But Boston, maybe they made the wrong call with this roster. Maybe Florida has outstratted them here.
Oh, Birdring. Almost had that body shot on Decay. And there was an Ana shot on Decay as well, so that could have been an insta-kill. No headshots just yet for either Widowmaker on each other. It's just been a battle of who can kill the supports. Birdring goes for another grapple.
Oh my god.
Just disgusting.
Witness me.
Okay. Finally, he is shut down by Birdring. But bro, damage is already done, lad.
Why are you guys trying to turn this?
Clean this one up. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I mean,
Dude, what?
RuPaul is kept alive by Charles.
Dude, what?
Oh my.
I put a question mark in chat, dude. I'd put a massive question mark in chat. I guess GG. I think that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. They like the only way they win this is Birdring gets picks. It's the only way. Yeah, Florida has so much survivability with ults and counter aggression. There is just no way.
Counter wall though, no advantage.
Counter walls. Here we go. Who peeks first? Who has the biggest cojones? Oh, please. Do not sit on the payload. There is a Merit looking at you right now. He's just pinging all the supports out as well.
Oh, yeah, it's just... Maybe you take next fight. That might be actually viable. You have a minute. Dude. These echo copies are so bad. But I mean, you sort of needed to do that, but... Checkmate's just in. Wait a minute. Nah, it's over though. I think that's it.
Yeah, I feel like this comp from Florida, they just made the right call. Boston are so desperate every time they find themselves in these static places where they're just trading damage face to face. Diva absolutely loves that. Winston cannot hang in a trade like that, and especially Batiste also super happy.
Twilight has to make a play here.
I actually like the Kiriko swap. Does he sneak up? No, Merit spots him. Oh, and is he already dead? He's alone.
That's it. Might be able to kill. No.
Okay, there's a window. Decay with a no clutch factor. The Florida Mayhem just shut out the Boston Uprising on Dorado. A 3-2 victory. And someone vote for me for MVP. Read it, chat. Go right now. Vote for for this lad for MVP. Dude deserves it. What a humongous W at the very end. Just the strength and fortitude to come back. Just firing
Crazy.
everybody having their moment in the sun as well there.
Yeah, and their strengths, I think, as a team, really shine through. They had the right comps when it counted at the end, made the right adaptations throughout the series, and I want to talk about Merit.
Man, crazy.
Playing the soldier for most of the
We will watch one more series.
maybe we get the most value on soldier.
Man.
And Merit did great. When it became clear that okay, these one hits are too important, we need to bring out a sniper. Merit's like, yeah, I'll play Sojourn. Widow? Yeah, I'll play some Widow. Yeah. Comes in cold and just crushes the Boston
I mean,
Uprising.
that is a playoffs performance right there. And we're not even there just yet. Like, think about how much they're going to level up going down the line. And like I mentioned before, after Esperanza, that was their clinch map. They are in the playoffs now, Jake. The Florida Mayhem. I mean, look, there's a lot of MVP candidates this season, and there's MVP candidates on both teams, right? But I think the Florida Mayhem right now, if they can continue this streak, they might just be looking at a grand finals, Jake.
Yeah, and I will say this, I think this clinches all three of our play-in spots, right? Boston probably no longer capable of unseating Houston. However, I think Boston, you still have to be happy, the Boston fans. I mean, yes, you wanted to win, you wanted to have a chance to make play-ins, but you are looking like one of the most deadly teams in the play-ins. I think everyone else in play-ins is going to be thinking, okay, Boston is one of those teams to beat. If they can bring the Mayhem that close, for everybody else, they might be untouchable.
Well, let's have a look at the player of the match from this series. Despite that wouldn't make a performance last match, the consistency of Checkmate throughout this entire series.
He did pretty good. I mean, I think Merit popped off also in certain situations.
Humongous blizzards that he probably shouldn't have gotten away with against comps like this on Esperanza.
I mean, every single hero can escape on their own. Lucio and Kiriko can also save somebody who didn't escape on their own, and you're still finding it.
I feel like Boston just sort of beat themselves, though, man. There are so many fights that I feel like they should have won or be able to hold more, but it just didn't work out.
Reasons that Florida Mayhem, they don't need a third DPS. So much flexibility on this roster, and I do agree, this was an awesome performance from Checkmate.
Crazy.
Unsung hero of this team. He really is the glue that binds them together, and I mean, they just have so many players that have looked way more impressive than I think most people would have rated them coming into the season, all of them having breakout years.
I mean, ignore the rest of the stats, they're cool numbers, but look at Blizzard kills per 10. 6.5 Blizzard kills per 10. May's not doing a ton of damage, but just getting Blizzards off and just helping your team win fights. It is a game-winning fight, or, well, could be a game-winning fight, could be a map-winning fight, could be just a fight-winning fight, right?
Whoa. Random thing opens up.
At the end of the day, if you're landing these big Blizzards on just one or two people,
Oh, man.
on fire DPS like Birdring, you just shut out the rest of the team, and Checkmate's consistency is just, second to none.
Yeah, and then not only, I mean, he's shooting back too on the May. I think that's one of those things you don't, the big plays with the ults, the walls, those are the flashy ones. But sometimes it's that like counter sniping. May doesn't always get the final blows, but I'm telling you that one icicle headshot, it just shuts you down. You're playing Sojourn, you've gotta hide, you've gotta wait for heals. And in the Lucio Kiriko comp, those come at a premium. It hurts your overall damage as a team. So really,
Jake is not wrong.
It was crucial this series as well, especially Esperanza. That clinching playoffs, that's where it counted. Let's be honest.
Yeah, most definitely. And look, at the end of the day, we expected Florida Mayhem to come out with a little bit of wackiness here and there. They've been known for it in the past, but every single comp they seem to pull out, they performed exceptionally well. A very well-drilled and oiled team. They're ready to go to the playoffs. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to jump to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. The Death's going to break them down, and we've got 2 more games coming up after this.
프라이머 온다. 나 힐백 갈게. 루저블. 태원. Let's go!
Florida with a big victory to secure their spot in the playoffs. And you too can win your ranked games and look good doing it with the new Ryan Prideful skins available now in the in-game shop. As you can see them on your screen, they're looking good. That Soul one.
Very interesting. They're like all of a sudden like pushing all of these like team skins. I feel like we haven't had these before.
Very Captain America vibe.
Yeah, I guess. But he looks silly to me.
I feel like the Spark one's got to be great.
Probably.
Yeah, it's pink. Anything pink is great.
Facts. Facts as evident by Florida Mayhem winning off the Boston Uprising. He's proving
What a
it
series.
Yeah.
One of our
What a
best this
series.
season.
What a fantastic cast from you and
Great
Josh.
job.
Thank you. That was a
bringing the
blast.
action to us. What a comeback. Merit, how dare you? Not, how
Come
dare
on.
you not believing in
What do you
yours?
mean not believing? I called that out. I was like, put this guy on the snipers. He's got it.
was
What
it?
did I say after Flashpoint? I said, give him a chance.
No, I
Put
was-
him in the ring.
I was Jake. I was listening to you. I think it was after you mentioned like I want to see him on Sojourn, and then he came out on Esperanza on Sojourn, and then he dominated. And then we went to the very last match, Dorado, and he went Widow. I think he was just lights out on Widow as
That
well.
triple kill on
Yeah.
the op. I mean, they were like, it felt like maybe they could edge us out. Maybe they're trading well. Their comp looks good, but then it's like, boom, get out of my point. You're not welcome here.
That was-
Like, come on.
It was fantastic. It was so great to watch. Both of those teams have played phenomenally.
Yeah.
Another thing which stood out during that series was some of your suggestions over on Twitter, because we asked you in the pre-show to name the points of interest, and there are some good ones. This one is the winner of my heart. So you know how I
Bed
called
Bath
it
and Beyond. That's actually hilarious.
for Temple. Now here for the Palace, it should have been Bird Bath and Beyond.
Oh, this
That's
is like,
actually so funny.
Brilliant. This is so smart. I'm
every point
legit
on Zerb also
mad.
should be a Bed Bath & Beyond
It
pun.
should be,
That's
like-
the real challenge.
It-
Wait, why is
actually.
it Bird Bath and Beyond?
Because
a bird bath.
it's the one with like the fountain in the middle. That
Oh.
one should have been Bird Bath and
Okay.
Beyond. Like,
Alright, now I get it.
follow up
Okay,
on my
that's-
joke. It's way funnier as well when I have to explain it to you.
Yeah,
So
sorry. I like that.
I'm a little
That's actually pretty funny.
Sorry,
That's
guys,
pretty
sorry.
funny.
It took me a while.
It's
Alright,
alright.
I get it. Yeah,
Like, it
okay.
went over your head.
Pretty funny.
No, hit you in the back of the head.
Thank you.
That's fine. You are welcome. But yeah.
See if they
keep
updated the
explaining them in.
standings.
Give us a good laugh. Another
Oh,
thing
so
was
now,
for
that
the reasons
because they
why
won,
it's
Outlaws now is guaranteed playoffs.
And there's plenty to choose from.
That's
This one
crazy.
match, my goodness, those
So
players
now
are
Atlanta, Florida, and Outlaws are all going to
Further
playoffs.
came out so strong. I mean, I think without
Those
this,
are all
I think Florida would have won the first
almost
match.
full Korean teams.
Florida probably wins this map 2-0.
There is
We would have been looking at
one
so
Western
many
player,
series.
I think, on both the on Atlanta and Florida.
I do think, even though
Even
Florida's
Boston.
been the best Widow this season, just consistently across all the matches.
It's crazy.
As well, as we're seeing right now, Izayaki on Iliari was really good. Like when I was watching this, part of me was sort of thinking, like it sort of seemed
Toronto,
like
New
Iliari
York,
was made for Izayaki
Justice
based on
Glads.
who he is. And
Dude, that
it
fight for
was really
play-ins
exciting
though,
to play as well.
damn.
And of course, Maka, who was
It's gonna be a
this was his
real
debut
big
match.
fight.
I'm pretty sure maybe he was a bit nervous as well because there was a lot on the line, right? Because if they got 2 maps and they go straight into the playoffs, and this is his debut match. But considering all that, Maka I think played fantastically
He didn't
on
look
that
nervous.
Zen.
Like
Yeah.
that was
He
a
did not.
clean game,
Yeah.
very strong, great.
Very, very crazy.
It really is, and I mean honestly, that's a real test, right? If
So
you're
if
your debut match is
Toronto beats Titans, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, and then Paris beats S. If Shock beats Paris, which I feel like Shock should be able to, they go 8-7. I feel like that puts them in, doesn't it? Because London made it being 7-8.
I mean, checkmate.
So
This May performance to clinch play-ins for his team, and then I mean we got.
and they're -3. I think Shock must have 2 games or something.
Watch this. Yeah.
Look at it.
1, 2, right there.
This one is
Yeah.
you got no way, and then
This one was crazy. Yeah.
like these are not just 3 shots in a row; those are like 3 super hard shots.
Pretty
in a
crazy.
row back to back. I mean, that is one of the best Widow clips I've ever seen.
I mean, and for me, I want to give a quick shout out to Smurf as well. I think because he was mainly on the Winston, and they were using a lot of Winston dive, which was very interesting. Unlike other teams who were like mixing stuff up, and watching him, of course, we all know that he's a great Winston, and he made it work against some of the comps that like the Orisa or something. Like it works because Smurf is such a great Winston player.
Yeah, they still want to play that game because
Okay.
there's so much confidence in their team synergy. I do feel like it hurt them though on Dorado.
Yeah.
That was where so many times, I mean, where Merit's playing on that back high ground defense, there's no way a Winston gets to you there. It's just not doable in a jump range. And so he's just face trading on cart with someone. And so it felt like the flexibility won out. The team strategy, it won out, especially on the defense. On offense too, the cart was just rolling time and time again. Those aren't the flashy plays that we highlighted, like it's so sick to see. Those are what win you games though. You have the better setup, you advantage your players, and then that honestly enables them to make more pop-off moments. Merit's getting more chances. Like, Birdring's an insanely good Widowmaker in his own right, also getting picks, but Merit has so many more chances because his team is setting him up better.
Absolutely. And a player we just talked about is his debut performance at Maka. We got to see a first look of him on the server, and now we get to hear him in his first ever interview as well with that.
All right, let's go. First time talking to Maka. I'm very excited. I think you guys all should be excited as well. We got Maka here for a quick chat for the post-match interview. Maka, big congratulations on getting the win. And also, this was a very meaningful victory for not only for you, but Florida Mayhem as well, because now you guys are going straight into the playoffs. And this was also your debut match. A lot of things going for your debut match. So how do you feel getting this win today against the Boston Uprising? 자, 오늘 일단 승리 너무나 축하드리면서 마카 선수 오늘 어떻게 보면 데뷔 매치에다가 또 오늘 경기를 승리를 했기 때문에 이제 플레이인을 안 하고 플레이오프로 곧바로 진출하게 되셔서 좀 굉장히 많은 의미가 담겨 있는 승리라고 생각을 합니다. 마카 선수 좀 일단 소감 한 말씀 듣고 싶네요. 어떠신가요, 지금?
진짜 긴장 많이 하고
Excuse me.
했는데 저희 형들이랑 정한이가 잘해줘가지고 이겨가지고 좀
I'm just curious to Florida because Florida sold their COD team, so I'm really, really curious what Florida's gonna do.
Happy that we were able to get the win thanks to someone and all the Hyungs or my older brothers, our teammates, their support, and they were very helpful. Because I mean, you just said that you were a bit nervous, and you mentioned that your teammates were very supportive. You know, how did your teammates sort of help you? I guess not feel as nervous when you were on a stage playing against Boston Uprising. 자, 방금 좀 오늘 아무래도 데뷔 매치이기 때문에 조금 살짝 긴장을 하셨다고 마카 선수 말씀을 하셨는데 좀 그 긴장감을 덜기 위해서 좀 팀원들이 좀 어떻게 도움을 주셨나요?
막 크게 해주진 않고 그냥 우리가 더 잘한다 하고 정한이도 그냥 계속 정한이가 좀 시원시원하게 파이팅 해줘가지고 좀 그런 거에서 좀 힘을 얻은 것 같아요.
Right, and it's nothing big, but it's just small talks here and there where, you know, just like reminding me that like we are the better team, and you know, someone obviously was very supportive and doing very big call outs and supporting me by saying like, fighting, we got this, and those things were the little things that really helped me get over the nerves. And one final question for you, Maka. I mean, you're joining the league pretty late into the season, so I want to ask you, what are your personal goals in the playoffs, and of course, going into the end of the season as well? 자, 마지막 질문입니다. 마카 선수 아무래도 좀 늦게 우리 또 리그와 또 오버워치 리그와 플로리다 메이햄에 좀 합류를 하셨기 때문에 좀 개인적인 목표가 있으신지?
목표는 최대한 높이 올라가서 우승도 하고 싶긴 한데 그건 제가 잘해야 될 것 같고요.
It's very unfortunate.
그냥 우승하고 싶어요. 제가 더 잘해가지고 열심히 해서.
I guess my personal goal has to be go as high as I can. I think sort of a better way to say this is to just win it all, and of course to win it all I have to be better, and I have to get those wins and help out my teammates as well, and I think that sort of ties in with my personal goal along with the team goal as well. All right, I'm gonna end the interview right here, Maka. Thank you so much and good luck in your next match. 자, 다음 경기 화이팅 하시길 바라면서 보내드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
First word to hear here in the league from Maka, his debut performance, really great first showing.
Yeah. If that's how he plays when he's nervous, I would hate to see him at full power.
No, but it is fantastic. Also very unsurprising that someone is the hype man.
Yeah, he's a hype man.
Yeah. Also, someone's reaction after the match is over.
That little post
for me, a little desperate there, someone, but we take it because it's you, and it just makes him such a lovable character, and rightfully so. And no, the team, they look great. The synergy is there, even though there was a new addition, and that makes him really scary.
So next match.
Which also means the Houston Outlaws clinched their spot, which means that Boston did not. I don't know why I pointed at you when I said that. That was weird.
You.
Are you wearing the shirt again inside? No shirt. Okay.
So like, he has a tattoo.
I'm happy for the guys. So I'm happy for the guys. I'm sure they're happy. But now there's very serious opponents in the playoffs, right? Going to the playoffs is great. You don't want to be facing the play-ins, but a lot of serious threats in the Overwatch League right now. I think anyone can take it.
Absolutely. And that very much rings true for the match we have coming up. It's going to be the battle for Canada. Vancouver Titans going up against the Toronto Defiant. We will break down all the action right after this break.
That's gonna be crazy. Hmm. Fan art's pretty good. Starts at Ilios too. Okay, okay. Business watch. Hmm. That's a really cool art piece.
We are ready for the battle of Canada. For Canada.
For Canada.
It's the
For the heart
for
and
the
soul
actual
of
for
Canada.
Does the other team have to like migrate to the US? It's
Yeah,
like,
come on down here, guys.
It's the ultimate punishment for Canadians.
Like you are officially Americans. Congratulations. Yeah, so as you can tell, everything on the line here for those two teams because no one wants to do that. But yeah, Toronto going up against the Vancouver Titans. We already touched on this matchup heading into the pre-game, the pre-show rather. And now we once more will be chatting up that. But first, I have a very important announcement to make.
Okay.
That's right. Yes, did you remember the skins in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
Well,
we have a winner?
Guess
got a
what?
winner.
We do have a winner.
Whoa.
Listen, man, listen.
Ooh.
The community for the Toronto Defined showed up. Over 8,000 submissions. That's right. So they earned it. They won it, and they will be getting a custom spray in-game for their team, which is really cool. I am very excited to see that. Fantastic colors as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Town red
100%.
before the grand finals.
final,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone can be repping that. And these are the boys you're supporting with all of that. Toronto Defined, according to Scrimbugs, they are
the
team right now. Exactly.
They're the new Atlanta Reign then?
I think people are
Let's
considering
not
them
get that
generally the team to beat.
Calm down.
But
a bit,
you've
okay?
got to convert your scrim bucks, right?
Yes.
You know, we don't accept those. We don't cash those in.
What's the ratio on?
Well, that's all depends on your skill. Depends on can you got what it takes in the match. I mean, that's a question because on the other side there's no easy opponent here.
No, I think the Vancouver Titans this season, they have been impressing everyone. And I think they were
He's song has just been doing really well.
Into this, on literally almost
Check
every
something
position.
here.
But I think all those players really proved to the 2-week break. Now the question is, how will they look like in the current meta? How will it translate? And how will they fare against the Toronto Defiant? We haven't seen either of those two teams play yet. So making predictions is obviously a 50-50 coin toss. So now the big question is, are we buying into Scrimbox? And the answer is yes, I am. Not because I personally heard anything, but he told me that other people told him. I just trust
Don't
Jake,
hedge your bets. Don't hedge your bets on my friend. You gotta fend for yourself, so don't let me fend for you.
But I had nothing to go by. Like I didn't get to see their scrims, and like you talk all big behind the scenes, like
I've heard big things.
Sources
The people have been saying.
The people.
What if I've been gaslighting you this whole time?
You might have, and now everyone knows. But yeah, I went with Toronto Defiant. I'm just gonna buy into his. I made it a close one, so I can pretend that I knew. I almost
Smart.
picked it.
That's good hedge. Good hedge.
Thanks.
I have been gaslighted for so many times the past seasons. I will not. No more. I won't believe in this, all these Scrimbox things until I see it. Right? I'm going with the Vancouver Titans. They looked good prior to the break, and I'm betting
This is going to be really interesting.
on their run. Toronto Defiant, I don't know. They could be good in scrims. Does that really translate into how they perform on stage? We'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, I think that's very much a fair point. I did go with the Toronto Defiant. I mean, I've heard from sources, shall not be named. But I will also say we heard from even RuPaul, who was incredible before to make him look like a very strong team. So for him to say that Sermajet is the best Iari from his perspective means a lot from a team that's that good to,
Yeah, but then
to
question
showing
is,
respect.
how often will they be playing Ilari? Because she's not been a standard like a must pick thus far. I think the teams have shown us that there is very.
You know what'd be crazy? Toronto hosts the homestand, and Toronto isn't in the homestand. That'd be really weird.
I mean, Sermajet is in though. He is in on this opening map, so I think we will likely see. It'll be probably a double flex support comp, right? With Majet and Ultraviolet. You have to imagine that's what Toronto is targeting here.
Yeah, it's definitely a double flex support.
How it starts to look.
So it looks like the chat has also bought into the Scrimbox. I don't know where they got them from.
Where'd you guys get the information from?
Are you just spreading the word on the street, or like an apostle
Maybe it's.
for
I
the
mean,
Toronto
who
Defiant?
knows? Who knows? Maybe the fans are they're out in force. They believe. I mean, Toronto's had a resurgence lately. I don't think it's crazy to believe in them, regardless of Scrimbox.
You've heard so has Vancouver. Like
I hope the two teams will deliver.
about 2 months ago when they got Heesong, they started looking insanely good.
It is Mitch and Matt. You guys buying into the Scrimbox today?
No, I don't think so. Because I heard like that we were talking about like Boston playing like a ton of Bastion comps. A ton of them. I didn't do that. I think I should play a game where 2 people on the desk at all times in the segment are gaslighting and 1 person is being legitimate. And the chat has to find out which one is legitimate. I think that would be actually an incredible game. Matt,
Jake just dumping gasoline on the Reddit tinfoil hat conspiracy theories of what do these Toronto tweets mean after patch? Maybe
That's funny.
things have changed.
That's funny.
Jake just sending those people into they're getting their protractors out, they're plotting, they're getting crazy over there. I think the Titans win the series.
okay.
I think I'm gonna favor the Titans until I see the Defiant come out and be awesome. I think the way that the Defiant probably changed their look is like Sermajet playing really well on Ilari, but other than that, I mean, it's kind of the same look, right?
Potentially.
Mm.
I made up an award. We were just having a chat before the game started, and I said, like, there's a player on this Vancouver Titans team. I use the word breakout player of the year. That's my award. I think we should vote on that. I think that's such a cool idea. But my most pleasant surprise of the year, I think, is watching the player that he's saying has apparently been the whole time, and now is showing that on this Vancouver Titans roster. Really, really impressed with them before the patch break. Very different metagame though, but like it felt like they could really do no wrong here. That's an exciting prospect when they're paired with Sugar-Free, Punk. I mean, Faith is one of the cleanest main sport players I think I've laid eyes on. We know what Crimso can do. So this team for me, like I don't see any reason to be predicting against them yet. But Toronto, have they been working on this Orisa-based composition? Can they get Ilari really firing in their setups and make a difference? I'm curious to see. I mean, where we talk about the meme. I mean, Toronto want to be in Toronto, playing with their colours in front of the fans, but that is looking like a long shot here.
Winston comp, Sugar-Free Genji, Hydron Torb.
Through the LCQ, right? Give themselves an opportunity to make it. So Titans, they'll actually play Genji Echo here. With the Defiant, this is interesting, Mitch. So typically with the Torb, we've actually seen teams play like like the 76, like more of like a hit scan based setup, but they'll actually play Torb Echo.
So the question is like the Torb, outside of being just very generally strong right now, it's kind of frustrating for Sugarfree to play against it if he wants to try to wrap around and put pressure down. But from long range, you can deal with these turrets, and he's saying.
Now this is like how I want like an Illari to play. Is like take sort of space here.
Like the Titans, if Punk is going to commit with like an Orisa there, the Torbjorn against like a Baptiste, right? Like very difficult to dive on in as they actually see Sir Majid up here. Just basically
Yeah, see how they have more map control? This is how it should be. It just makes more sense.
Obviously, Illari provides healing via the solar rifle at more middling ranges, so hoping, I guess, to top up whoever he can from that high ground here, but Ultraviolet gets hit with the stickies and has to be an immortality field early. He's saying tries to go for the focusing blast, but very quickly an angry Swede starts running at him. We'll have to back out, but has built up that duplicate, and again, the turret, but it's a rail shot from Majid. Claims that kill, and both DPS for the Titans are down for the count.
Yeah, and I mean, that's see how devastating it is to try and dive and make a play. Like, really nice immortality field there from Ultraviolet, keeping himself alive. But when you saw Heesang go a little bit further, Hydron comes in to save the day.
Okay.
Turret cleared here by Sugarfree, but then Definer playing very far forward. Yeah, set it up here on this bridge. That's maybe why Dorado opted to play in such an aggressive spot. Illari looks much scarier when she's able to fight through that, I suppose. And there are a lot of lethal weapons from the Defiant train squarely on the Titans here. And they're making very slow progress.
Oh wow.
55% already, an outburst for Sir Majid to create a little.
I think because Majid is he's like holding positioning like really well.
No connection here.
Oh.
Some distance, but Punk saps him from the low ground rather. He's saying Dupes, a Torbjorn here, is able to hold his own inside the right side room.
Oh, well, he's gonna get the
Dude, Kaluj got 2, damn.
throw it anywhere. He's gonna get a kill with it. So, but is this enough to end up flipping? You still have Hydron here, who's pretty healthy. I mean, look at everything they got to do to just dump at him. As Hydron does get a few players low before he falls, and it's still the Defiant in control of the point.
Yeah, Spectra trading that kill, I think, was huge. Getting rid of Heesang while Heesang's head was turned elsewhere. Sugarfree also not able to assist in that moment because there's a bloody Torbjorn turret in the way. He had to clear that before anything else. Now Kaluji go for a javelin spin, looking for Crimzo with that throw. No connection now, and an immortality field will stymie Sugarfree to some degree, but is still able to find a kill. A lot of deployables picked up in the kill feed with the blaze. Sugarfree really on janitorial duty here, but it's enough with the rest of the Titans surging forward to cap the point. Kaluj, though, will have his say still.
Yeah, I mean, you figure with an animal
There's living forever.
here, which they do, and this will actually be the Molten Courier used by Hydron. They're gonna actually
That's a pretty good beat.
They want to try and finish these players off. They don't want to let them linger.
Yeah, it's a big spend here, but the Defiant are posturing and spending some of those ultimates they built up themselves.
Yeah, I don't know about that primal, but I get why. That just sort of sucks though, because now you don't have a lot of ults for the next fight, and honestly you can just poke a lot and take map control with Toronto's comp and how they're playing.
I don't know if it's duplicate or not, but like an amp matrix, and then Sir Majid should actually be able to build up towards this Ilarial pretty fast as just doing tons of
Wow, Winston is way too deep. What? That Winston should die.
Calling once more. Ultraviolet doing well to keep the team topped up, even getting some healing on the airborne target of Spectra. But here comes the pushback from the Titans. They're coming in waves now. It's Sugarfree
Wow.
right on Majid's corpse.
That's wild. Majid died there.
Right on out.
That was pretty crazy.
They're invested as well. They use the amp matrix right when like Sir Majid dies, but just a few kills come in here from the
Building
Titans.
nano.
They'll let Punk take some damage from the Torb turret, allowed to build up towards this nano. So now you have some nano options.
This might be hard for Toronto here, actually.
Hydron switches over to the Tracer. I think this is actually probably a good thing for the Titans, right? They don't have to deal with that Torb anymore.
The Tracer.
And the Tracer can just dive harder and force out Winston.
Crimzo, of course, but Crimzo
Force out Genji.
plenty of Tracers coming
Punk's in Narnia. Oh, he messed up.
Majid here playing from a safer alcove as Sugarfree
Oh, Hubie. Huge kill.
taken out early. Captive Sun activated here. Unclear where Majid's looking with that one now as Sugarfree's forced into a deflect and back away. Crimzo picked off means the Defiant back in control, but it goes all the way and there's no chance to touch.
Oh,
The point to keep the round going.
that's wild.
Also in a compromising spot.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That was weird.
Sugarfree just didn't have dash available. Kaluj seems very confused by that. But we'll see as we go into that. So first round played pretty competitively. I actually thought the Defiant, you know, with some their new looks.
Now we're on to the next point. Lol.
Maybe some of the scrimbucks are true. Let's see. Do we get a little spear spin here? This is not the end. This is just a good old environmental kill.
So this is the look for the Defiant. A lot of teams are
Okay.
in the direction of Orisa and Ilari. Toulouse look pretty good there. The Titans playing something a little bit more classical, albeit with the Genji in the mix, but
Diva, Mirror, Genji basically. Toronto's way more poke. So I'm wondering if he can go to the above point.
Diva now in play, obviously, with the high mobility, access to high grounds here. Sugarfree still on the Genji.
I feel like it'd be a really OP spot.
Other teams have been running Genji to pretty good results, but I mean, dude, I think Soldier up on the high ground here, you know, with just putting down consistent.
Whoa, they just ran over the back line. That's wild. That's wild.
And the 76 right away.
Yeah, Vancouver have an extra DPS that can partake of the dive, right? Genji, Echo, and Diva can all
That's wild there, honestly.
can get a piece of it while Crimzo sits back and maintains a good line of sight. I think the Defiant maybe wants
That was pretty crazy.
So
Did not expect them to be able to kill that fast. But there's no brig anymore, so
high and low ground won't be improved, but having someone on the point here to draw people back like is now probably something the Defiant are looking to leverage.
Yeah, but the Genji does offer the ability to access that high ground way easier than Tracer, right? You know, Tracer can put pressure on the point, but really cannot, I mean, unless they take a longer route, contribute to the high ground. But that's going to be the Defiant who ends up flipping the point.
Yeah, with their Tracer, right? Hydron gets there first, gets some attention, but
oh,
he's pretty unwilling to move that way. He's saying wins out against Spectre. The sticky bomb connection was crucial, and he's saying now we've seen this before in Animators, the Echo duplicating a healer. Now no access, of course, to the Bionic Grenade. That wasn't a choice, but he's staying with Ultraviolet unavailable. But still, the Ilari pick looks decent. Gotta get the shots though.
I managed to cap point there, which is pretty good for Toronto. A lot, like honestly, a lot of percentage. Considering especially Titans won the first fight. And it's about even alt economy. Actually, no, it's more favored towards Toronto. Wow, that was insane value for Toronto. Holy crap. And I think, it must be because they were on Tracer, they could force point. Roger gets faced too. What? Okay, he just like walks into the diva and just dies. Interesting. That was a little questionable there. Really interesting, because it feels like Titans is doing stuff right, but they're just losing like as long as the fight goes. Oh, he's dead. Oh, maybe he's not. This is really bad. I mean, at least they cap points, so like even though they're losing the fight, it's still beneficial for them. I mean, the fact that like this is just wild how both teams are like capping points in like very unfavorable positions. Like this is just wild.
I would suggest that if there was any benefit for any period of time, it was marginal at best. How about that?
Oh man.
I mean, Tracer was basically out of the fight.
Ultraviolet. Well, he's on the edge of
Ultraviolet wants to go for a ride here.
Well, he wasn't given much of a choice really, running with the balls, except they just came too fast as Punk bears down upon him. Fangs and horns.
That's a crazy cost. It's a really good stagger. If they can get one more stagger, might be over. No. Okay, beat. I mean, they have Ilari ult. They have copy. Yeah. Toronto has way alt advantage. Oh. Spectra managed to get a kill on face. Oh. Wait a minute. There's no way, dude. That's insane. This is insane. That was an insane fight win. Like, this wasn't even clean. But, like, the fact that they won that is wild. That's wild. Okay, then. Did not expect that.
No switching off from having Hydron kind of playing that 76 at the start there in the round 2 to playing the Tracer. I think definitely made a big impact. And I mean, Sir Majed being able to play the Ilaria at a really high level. I mean, definitely scared me going up in the sky that high. You know, especially when you're going up against like Diva and Echo, right? Both of those characters. But it also seemed like a little bit of a distraction, right? As both players beeline for him and everybody else able to pick up some kills.
7 and 3 for Kaluja over the map, leading in final blows for the Toronto Defiant. Getting to a lot of
That was a really interesting COD series. Because it was super close. Like, super, super close. New Junk City. Yeah, definitely more Echo. I feel like this actually might. I think Toronto's gonna win the next one too. It's more of a spammy centered map. They seem like they're doing better on that. It's really interesting how you're just seeing two styles. So you're seeing the dive centered style and you're seeing the spam centered style. So yeah. Waiting. But a lot of people redo their intros and stuff. It's very interesting. Hmm.
Winston versus Orisa, that first map is, Punk trying to throw it back to somewhat of a previous metagame with Sugar Free on the Genji. Saw the Alari from Sumaja, so that was fun to watch, and he definitely was able to have an impact. The Diva Mirror, though, favoured Toronto in that second round, and so often in Barney we go with the expectation, I guess, that some of these picks might run it back. Right, we've seen a ton of Echo on this map in the past here. Been very, very powerful, especially defensively.
Yeah, and I think potentially like the Torbjorn here, right, on Numbani, if you wanted to on the defensive side of things.
That's a classic, isn't it?
Some possibilities. Yeah, that's a little bit of a throwback.
It's the Weaver, baby.
All right, are we going to see the Weaver? We're going to get a little Weaver action.
It checks out, right? There's another layer of...
Does it?
Oh, yeah, there's another... yes. There's another layer of protection here for Sugar Free. You can always yoink him out of trouble. Maybe you can allow him to play that much more aggressively. Now, obviously, Life Weaver has some self-heal on the dash, so that definitely helps a little bit. And again, the big tree giving overshield, overhealth rather, to teammates is very powerful. It's also pretty darn hard to kill. That thing
honestly,
hangs around.
if he just if he had a little bit of a faster swap between healing
To Sigma spam, Diva dive. Yeah, so like Vancouver is literally playing as if they're Boston. Toronto's playing like they're this thing.
A lot of just kind of like single target healing, which really, I mean, for this comp for the Titans, you're looking at probably trying to keep like Heesang alive a little bit.
No, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you can just heal your flankers or Echo and the Genji pretty easily, right? You just need to be looking at them approximately.
This is what Kaluj loves. Sigma as well.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Punk's already won.
Baptiste, I mean, look at the amount of damage they put down on Punk. I mean,
we did not expect to see this, right? But we see the Defiant playing around Kaluj. I mean, Kaluj said, he said he was...
Hydra only got a pick.
They can play a poke composition around this now.
Damn.
Flexibility in other roles.
Yeah, no, this is just gonna be. I think this series is gonna be a 3-0. They look like Spectre's playing Echo, Kaluj is playing Sigma. Like they're playing such comfort heroes.
standing at a distance, doing damage, and just kind of like ticking them down over time. The amount of just like burst damage from range with like the Ilari, Baptiste, 76, like Echo, and then even Sigma in the mix, right? Like, I mean, you're seeing these targets of the Titans from a distance go down to like basically no HP.
Sounds like a poke comp to me, big fella. I don't know what
I mean,
to
no,
do.
well, the poke, you're just kind of like doing damage over time, passively putting back. This is like just like chunking players down. Like
Really interesting that they're playing.
It's a little bit different. I mean, look at how many players are like basically dead.
He's like trying to push in here, though, realizes he's bitten off about as much as he can chew now. Showing back, the light grip pulls him out, maybe not necessary there. As Hydron looked to make a foray into the backline with a flank play, Punk, though, is on the scene immediately and shuts him down.
They'll be able to keep Kaluj up here, though, so just gonna wait for Hydron to get back in. The spawn is so close. As a life grip here. May we see Big Tree? Big tree here, block. Yup.
There it is. Comes down, Kaluj trying to back away, healing pile.
It's very unique. The Sigma copy is really good though. Feels like they can't get kills though. Well, here are the kills, I guess.
That was a little bit of a cheeky play there. Maybe he actually thought
Very interesting.
a little bit more aggressive from like the front side by like where the cart and the spawn are, and follow up on that, but not able to do so. And then as soon as Faith gets hit on it, he just uses his petal, gets right up in the skies, and not really able to follow it up.
Not what the Defiant we're looking for there, suffice to say. And once again, it'll be a flanker, but this time Hydron. Back in position, playing from the periphery now, taxing the resources of that defense matrix wherever possible. As attack fires are looming here, he'd love to get Diva out of the picture to try and strike a mortal blow. Instead, the Gravitic Flux is going to catch
Ooh.
at least he's saying there. Looks like Punk and Faith also were in that one here. The Kaluj is not going to let them back away so easily. The shield placed in between Punk and his team to make it impossible for Crimson to heal him. That is perfect. And here comes that tactical visor. Not sure
Wow.
by the deflect at all, and Faith is no
Damn, Hydron.
Yeah, as this should be a
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, but I just think that Toronto is just too much on their comfort here. Spectre's probably one of the best echoes in the world, Huge best Sigma in the world. Even if like Majed, UV, and Hydron aren't like insane, like I feel like Sigma Echo just makes such a big difference.
Really any support ever. And then kind of colluge on comfort picks with Hydron on hit scan all the time. I mean, that is like a perfect recipe for this team.
A similar situation, I think, being experienced by the Los Angeles Gladiators is something we remarked on yesterday. It just seems that the planets have aligned for them in terms of giving them a really comfortable comp that is very meta-friendly. Okay, and Magic's thrown to the back there by Ultraviolet, maybe reacting. The Titans look to disengage from it, but they're giving up space and they're giving Hydra the chance to keep pressuring from this off angle. Tree, big tree, man.
I really like that. I just like keep pushing and they tree and they just stay in.
You do get the overhealing here, you know, from the tree as long as you're like inside of it, but Punk has to push even past it to try and get anybody down.
It's really interesting though. So it's like an even fight here. They lost somebody, they got a pick.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, you lost Ultraviolet now, so you're gonna have to just wait this out for a period of time. But still, with Kalush, just kind of, I mean, he can get so, you know, sturdy right on the point with, you know, getting some of that extra health, and then also having the shield and just kind of like moving up constantly. I don't think there's really a worry. So we'd see Nanoblade here potentially. Yeah, okay, barely got it off.
Immortality field might be an issue as Sugar Freeze trying to chase someone down to feel the wrath of the sharp edge. Looks like a captive sub was there from.
Ooh.
Unclear to see if there's any real connection.
They're really holding here though. They're holding a really good job of holding angles, making it really hard for the enemy team to walk forward. That Ana's like really low. Where the Alari's there, so interesting. And he uses that to go on the Alari. Oh.
I mean, he's got the healing turret, he's got like mobility, he's got some teammates there as well. Where I wonder if he was using the Captive Sun as like when the blade comes in, is using it like in a defensive manner, right? Like if he kind of connects to the Genji while he's coming in with that blade, he's able to do some big damage to him, take him out.
Diva just got. Dude, what a tree! Damn. I feel like Soldier's not getting a lot of value. Oh, Punk living here is huge. Oh, that's it. They're gonna cap. That's it.
So far, the Defiant, any type of like scrim bucks definitely seem to have been true. As finish the map here, 1 minute and 40. It's a good amount of time. I think they just kind of left the Titans like searching for answers a bit.
Yeah, so my question becomes, how many maps, as we look ahead, does it make sense to just keep running this Sigma? Because last meta, I guess you can call it, I did feel like sometimes compositions were dictated by map setup, and I do think they should be to some degree. But we only ever saw Sigma on Circuit Royal, when it was like you were priced into a poke composition and that was all you did. And that started to get counted out later in the day by dive comps. I mean, we went back to Winston on those maps and a lot of teams struggled to deal with that particular factor. But if this works here, you know, there are other maps where maybe, you know, mobility isn't your biggest concern, where you can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, you have just insane survivability, right? Where with the Sigma with the shield, and then obviously the healing pylon, the Baptiste, the immortality field, the kinetic grasp, it's just very difficult to dislodge from some of these areas. And honestly, when you have the amount of damage that comp is putting out as well, you see this spot for that healing pylon high up there.
Yeah, you don't
when
get
you have
a real
the amount of damage you're putting out, it doesn't matter.
You don't get a real sense of the range of their healing.
1 second, sorry guys. Doing some wedding planning stuff on the side.
Really far. Yeah. Pretty nice. And again, it's frustrating. We discussed this yesterday. To unravel a defensive position, you need to get to the healing turret quite often. Sometimes that's just borderline impossible. It requires like a full commitment from a dive comp to remove. Otherwise, you're better off barking up another tree.
And this is also going to be a pretty difficult composition, I think, to keep Heesang alive, in the sense that you're just going to have the Ana there, right? You're going to have the Lucio speed to maybe like just try and get players around towards the opposite side to like try and flank, but when you have the mobility, right, to access some some of that high ground. I just don't know who exactly you're running down with this.
That's really greedy from Hydron, but I guess Echo's main, so it's fine. Because they have Echo, Genji, and Diva should be able to kill.
Because Hydron pushes up on the right-hand side and starts poking. All of a sudden, Vancouver say, oh, we split ourselves up, and now we're getting pressured. So now they had to pull Sugar Free and Faith back into position and try for something else.
Hydron's been doing a nice job just changing locations to just try and get some
Whoa.
down. Is Nano here on a Sugar Free, gonna get one of the supports. That's big.
They trade though.
Nothing you can do about that as Sugar Free went for the chase.
Oh.
Defense was cute.
Wow.
Shoots a Diva there. Unclear if it was
Sugar Free sort of nuts.
because he thought he could catch his targets.
They ended up trading though, so it didn't really end up mattering. Forced Spectre to copy though.
Fast from Crimso, so he just throws it out on Sugar Free, knowing he'll have another one by the time Blade is back up.
And also, just Nano Genji is like so good for getting a kill.
Like if you can get rid of Crimso, this whole comp
I don't think you can kill Crimso. Crimso's too far back.
for, as kind of like damage comes through the choke. Punk has
I don't know how you're gonna kill Crimso. You gotta press the DPS.
healing pylon. Yeah, they're going deep.
Dude, Punk is really far. Holy shit.
What can Hydron do? Look on. Say, do I give up this high ground and drop low? That can't be right. Spectre also trying to help out.
Dude, they went so deep.
As well. Sugar Free and Faith beeline for the back line. And Sir Marjed, yeah, flattened once more by this dive.
Yeah, as they kind of catch Ultraviolet out by that bridge and they just run him down.
Not bad.
That is kind of the kill that they absolutely need, and you see how far they had to go to get it. I think maybe Spectre plays a little bit closer. I actually like this swap, right? Play the Torbjorn. Like, hey, if you're gonna try and dive our Baptiste, there's gonna be a Torbjorn right there next to him, with that turret ready to go.
That may well unravel this particular strategy. Heesang has been trying to clear them on Ilios from longer ranges, but if a turret's around a corner, then that's not really a possibility. Spectre wants to front center, increase fire rate of the river gun is a skill to face off against. Hydro's so safely here. He's well and truly out of the fight.
Okay.
I mean, it's not paying off really. Trying to like go on these flanks, and by the time he gets there with the speed boost and how fast this comp from the Titans is moving, he's just not in a position to do anything.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Okay.
tempo maybe gets away from him, because where we see him standing is just not a position that you can interact in at all, even if you are playing like a mid to long range. DPS.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see now the Titans will get close to checkpoint B, but Mitch, they have everything to use here to be able to do it. I think if you're the Defiant, you're pretty much just playing to prevent
A lot of ults.
at this point.
To the high ground we go. Once again, the dive is on it. Sugar Free is amongst it. The Immortality Field is brought down rather effortlessly. Kaluge looked like he might have been the next on the menu here. Marjed really trying to space back from Kaluge.
And Sugar Free is just doing so much on Genji.
Flank there. Doesn't quite get away though. That Hypersphere AoE damage will pick him up.
Above 4 minutes here to complete the map. So Titans hold on to sound barrier here. I mean that is going to be huge. Probably as Surmagen goes in with that Captive Sun or even that Gravitic Flux, you definitely want that sound barrier. And I think if you're the Defiant, I mean you're literally just hoping for a prevent a map completion here. That's a nice stun there by really nice use of the Flux.
It's a preemptive sound barrier that maybe could have come out in response to the Flux. As a result, yeah, Punk can't do anything about that. Gets demet by the Flux and then picked up pretty easily after the fact. The timing on the beat there just a little awkward for Vancouver.
Yeah, the Flux is also like predictive, right? Like he had to kind of guess where Punk was going to go, and he thought that he was going to go in line of sight of his Lucio, right, in the staircases. Faith will now play the breaks. That tells you they maybe want to play a little bit slower.
I think that's a really interesting choice considering what you're playing up against. Where are you supposed to get Inspire value here? You just want to be part of the dive, I guess. I don't get it. Yeah,
I mean, you can maybe play on the card a little bit more with.
It's a really enclosed section of the map. You're gonna hit Inspire quite a lot. Only if the enemy team plays a very far back up point, Brig is gonna struggle.
Free Inspire procs, really. It's not like Kaluge himself is playing D because that's a decent spot to be in there. Tac Visor would
Oh my god, crew.
from behind with the bionic grenade. But Hydron gets no value from that ultimate either. Still though, the Titans are not in the position than when they started. They gotta find their way down from this high ground. And the Defiant
Really tricky.
Hydron quickly getting back off respawn.
Really tricky.
Hydron just constantly taking these off angles on the 76, right? Forcing somebody to pay attention, turn, just
Copy Torb.
see him through the X-ray there. He's going to be coming towards the backside.
That fire rate with Overload is nothing to sneer at here. He's like spitting the rivets out.
He's not gonna get his ult.
And Flank on a timing that sees him come out of duplicate with that flight cooldown available to make a dive or to get out here. It's going to be the latter that
Dude, Hydron is just getting chased down on the angles.
constantly striving to find a flank angle, but he's being read.
It did drag Punk all the way out, though, right? I know while that happens, they end up losing Heesang. So, not completely for nothing there. So now Heesang will
Looks.
crash here. So, gonna get
I mean, the thing is, like, whenever Hydron dies, like, they're getting a trade. But then Kaluj hard pushes.
Themselves. But the Vancouver Titans are down to 90 seconds here. They need to get Heesang established up here, and the Defiant
This is gonna be hard.
for free.
I mean, this has felt like with the Brig in the mix, right? You're going to get rally now. This has felt like almost like a 2-minute rally build-up. It feels like you haven't really been able to get the Brig,
Yeah, 2 minutes and 2
anywhere
seconds.
near in the mix. Yeah.
Yep, exactly right. Martin creates some spacing. Looks like the Defiant will eventually give that high ground over to Vancouver. The question is now, how will the attackers make use of it? They drop down from it themselves. Hope to maybe catch someone out here. They wrap all the way around the left-hand side, and you'll notice that
Oh, wow.
pretty close to the core of his
Damn, that was a crazy rotation.
Sometimes it doesn't need to be complex, it doesn't need to be subtle. Sometimes sugar-free just delivers.
Not gonna lie, I feel like Majed
Over the top.
a little overhyped there.
Completion there for the Titans.
He's not doing as much as I thought he was gonna do.
You'll add some time here to the Defiant. Almost 2 minutes on the clock. But I know they finally got that rally at the end, but I don't feel like the Brig was the answer there.
Well, I guess I'm just trying to understand the value proposition. I think, obviously, the rally is a pretty key defensive ultimate if you're hoping to use that. But Faith, you know, is an incredible Lucio as well. We saw a couple times the sound barriers, the timing didn't quite line up right. It was a preemptive sound barrier to start the dive, which is fine. Like, it only looks bad because there was a gravitic flux right after the fact. Faith wasn't trying to play reactively around the Sigma ultimate. As the attackers, Vancouver trying to use that ultimate to start a fight and put them on good footing. So I can understand the logic, at least with that. But the Brig, it's like, well, you're dealing with long-range hit scan.
Yeah.
Echo that's really hard to hit, and a Sigma shield that you need to bypass before you actually start
It
hitting
just gives like
anyone.
Hydron another free target that's going to be set on the payload when he like flanks.
It honestly could be repair packs for the Genji, but I struggle to see how that's like an efficient use of your healing resources, if that's why you're switching to the Brig.
Yeah, I don't really see it either, you know, with the Brig play. But I also didn't really, you know, love like the Lucio at the start, but the Lucio actually was quite effective to make a play for Ultraviolet in that back right-hand side. Curious that Defiant isn't kind of, you know, maybe going to run that Torbjorn and kind of go against it, but see now the Titans still have
Interesting.
that same
I feel like
they had at the start.
Vancouver's comp, you can like really pinch somebody and get somebody.
Way more kills than the Defiant, so they're definitely trying to start many of these fights. And Sugar Free is 13 and 4.
Oh my god.
Getting a lot of value out of the Nano Blade.
Oh my god.
They're really investing in it, but here,
Well, they did die, but they got spammed. That's it.
progress on the high ground. Like, what are you supposed to do if you take instant or poke damage, Matt? And
I think Faith had to be involved in the dive.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing you can do. Punk actually ended up, you know, I don't know if you caught it, but like Sugar Free was extremely low. Kalush was actually lining up that rock for Sugar Free, but then Punk actually just flew in, try and help him up in the high ground. And Punk actually ends up getting hit by it.
yeah, maybe that was even intentional to some degree, but
They'll dive.
which is not ideal. He's saying
Sugar Free gets picked. Oh, he's saying is one. Maj is taking the shots now.
the Alara with 2 kills in his fight here, and 2
That's it. I think.
fall to Sir Margin.
Let's see if it gets tied, but I feel like Toronto's gonna somehow cap this.
Themselves. I think
Yeah, and what's interesting with the way I, you know, see them playing it at the moment for the Defiant is like Hydron and Surmajed kind of like go off, you know, maybe on a little bit of off angles, right? They have the healing pylon, and those two players, you know, with the Alari and the 76 put down so much damage that you're like forced to turn and respond. But you can't just kind of like completely ignore the Sigma, right, who can stun, and then the Echo on the opposite side. So it really sets up these interesting like pinches that they're able to set up.
so. We thought, I mean, you know, justifiably, Sigma's probably even harder to make work on attack than it is defense. So no shock to see Toronto bring it out on the defensive side, make it very hard to shift you from that right side high ground and pose a constant threat to anyone who's trying to climb up and get access to like the left side high ground if they're the attacker. What do you make of this? Junker Queen Bastion. This is, I am not giving up this high ground for nothing.
Yeah, this is if you want this high ground, you are going to have to pay for it with your health bars, right? With he's saying should be able to put down tons of damage. You also have some mobility here with Sugar Free, right, on the sim, being able to kind of like TP players around. But there's no speed here for the Defiant, so not really an opportunity. You're also able to close the gap, right, with Faith kind of playing the Lucio as well.
I think Toronto are banking on...
It's in very all-in comp, right?
Vancouver are banking on the Defiant not having enough time to switch and adequately...
This is very interesting.
Exploitable if you have the right kind of picks. Like, Pharaoh ruins this setup.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Echo should as well. You see Hydron actually on the lower ground there.
Punk.
Hydron's the one on the point, I believe.
Yeah, on the Soldier, looking for a wide flank.
Very interesting.
Outside of using the teleporter to reposition the...
Luigi's already on point though.
So it will be a TP. It's to the
Punk gonna have to match.
Remember, only one tick required here.
Spectre got Sugar Free.
Sugar Free now, Kalush is taking a lot of aggro, which is exactly what he wants to do.
Song is one.
Hydron gets the free fire
Oh yeah, they got it.
low ground,
Yeah.
and the Vancouver Titans go
Yeah.
all in.
I think it's gonna be a 3-0.
Start the
I think
defense.
it's gonna be a 3-0.
Completely clowned on.
And Soldier with the sprint is able to just get out of the way so fast, right?
I think it's just gonna be too hard.
You just kind of like roll out the opposite way once they TP on you, and then they're now stuck in a really bad position, right? Some of those players weak from the 76, they're down underneath that, kind of like bridge overpass, and then you just have the 76 rotate back out to the point really fast.
Yeah, how do you answer that? Like, you don't have anyone with mobility. You have
Oh.
team mobility via the teleporter, but that is not enough. I mean, you have to completely concede the high ground or split your resources, and with the Junker Queen Bastion composition, that doesn't seem advisable at all. It's a big risk to take when there's a whole 2 minutes to play. The Defiant had time to figure it out, and they did.
Yeah, and I mean, you see some of the highlights here from Sermon Jet. He's been playing some of these off angles there with Hydron, putting down so much damage with the Defiance with an opportunity to finish off a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, well, it won't be Sigma, I don't think, on New Junk City, but a chance to see what these teams have been preparing on Flashpoint right after this.
Toronto watch party. I'm curious if they like swapped and they started playing more spam orientated comps. I feel like I guess Sugar Free's a really good Genji. I don't know how. They don't have double flex support either. It's a bit tricky. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like they changed all of these.
Overall, it's been a pretty darn good year for this Vancouver Titans team. They have improved when they've had opportunities to make small roster changes. Sugar-free, Heesang coming into the lineup, and they've been relying on the Star Wars, Punk, Faith, and Crimso to get them here to a place where they have a chance to be part of the playoffs at the end of this season. To do so, though, they really need to adapt to what this new metagame is serving up, and right now, Matt, they look like they're still searching for answers.
I also think it's just that the Defiants look
It just feels like spam is really strong and dive is like a little bit tricky, but
friendly play. And I also, with the way the Titans are looking there, they kind of know that this is a rough series that they've already gone through, and potentially to make their comeback are going to have to go through with their comeback potentially starting here on New Junk City.
Of course, we've seen this map a few times, saw it yesterday on a couple of occasions. We even see Sombra get mixed in by some teams, arguably for the mobility as, again, under Cloak, she has that movement speed increase, allows her to get back to the fight just that bit quicker. That mobility that doesn't require Lucio to shuttle you from place to place might be pretty desirable and might force some decisions when it comes to composition building, especially midway through the round or as it starts to break down. The Toronto Defiant, I'll be shocked. I mean, they come out with this composition, it's all well and good, but it's not that fast. Getting from point to point and keeping everybody, grouped together as they travel might be hard to do without Lucio.
Yeah, and I'll be curious if both teams here, come out without Lucio's. Lucio's been really all the time, it seems like, at least in the Flashpoint games that we've seen. Specifically, Surabasa, maybe with the layout of New Junk City, it's a little bit different.
okay.
Will be the Titans running the Lucio.
Zarya.
The Defiant just don't care, right?
Huh. Zarya Ana strong. I guess Genji too. Very interesting.
Composition every single time.
I mean, again, it doesn't matter for the first point as we head to Arena because
Hydron on the flank.
anyway, so they can get in position and try and make use of the strengths of their composition that may not include mobility. Hydron, though, embodies that exact
Oh my god, Crimzo just... I feel like Toronto's comp is just better. I like literally just feel like they're better.
Not gonna turn with the Lucio and speed all the way out towards the 76. He's gonna get out in time. So it'll be the Defiant taking that point first. Hydron able to just make it out with his life. Oh.
Yep. Dunzo. Nicely done there.
Yeah, nice play.
Crimso there now just trying to take stock of the situation as things have broken down a little bit since he was caught in that duel.
I feel like Zarya is so bad. When you use Zarya, bubble Genji, you take space off of it. I get what they're going for, and then you just sort of just brawl, but I don't know, I feel like...
Connected onto Ultraviolet, but the follow-up wasn't available. Heesang wants a duel. He wants to try and keep Hydron quiet as much as possible here. And Ultraviolet's in an awkward spot, has to use that out Matrix, but is getting forced away by Punk.
I don't know, looks like it's working a little bit.
But not point just yet. They'll need to double back to cap.
Interesting.
Yes, Hydron
Very interesting.
one here, so maybe you can actually just through. Let's see. Yeah, look at Hydron. He's gonna take this long flank. I wonder if he can like make a play for Heesang here, right? Like
He's a problem.
sometimes you want to get some of these players off spawn. Yeah.
Constant pressure. Some burst damage in the form of Helix Rocket. It's a bit risky to play against them that way. And even Margin playing from a little bit of an off angle here as he rejoins the rest of his team. Toronto move into position to try and flip the point back. Should they do so, the point probably belongs to them from here on out. It's going to be attack fires from Heesang to try and break through this, but all he gets from his trouble so far is a healing pylon. He sees Hydron in the distance, but he's just ratting. He's just running off. Here it is. Captive Sun for Sir Margin. Ultraviolet loses his immortality.
Whoa.
Margin has to back away after.
Interesting. I guess map control is just getting a lot of value. Dude, Sugar Free is just doing so much.
No, it looked like he used that Captive Sun.
Feels like this comp plays so much for Sugar Free, and he can just do so much. It's like it really enables him.
With that is Hydron and Sir Majid still alive here. Just kind of so split from the team. I wonder if they know. No, I think they're just taking a longer route. I mean, there's no way you give this up, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to get a touch. Yeah.
But this is one of the core problems we identified. Toronto don't have Lucio. So when they're in those positions where they have to come back off a long walk, yeah, and because he was playing off to the side with Hydron. Not only is Lucio important to get everybody the same place,
You just chase down people.
half of the team back together with the other. Should they get separated?
Yeah, you had this grab and sound barrier to use here for the Titans, so you may be able to start kind of.
Solo grab would be really good.
Nano boost as well, potentially, if needed. So chaining these fights together, you really just need 2 more points to win this map.
Hydron again, a constant nuisance here. They've got to be feeling some frustration after giving up Arena. Immortality filled there in the grab, shuts Punk down for a
Oh.
Punk the only one able to get away from that one. Kaluge lays it down as Faith and Sugar Free get dominated. And now
That grab was... I would have solo grabbed the soldier, honestly. Just killed him and have Genji dash and just kill him.
The Terror Surge usually not the largest ultimate in terms of how many kills it gets, but able to get 2 big kills. The Titans get 11% on the point, not a ton, but now the Defiant can get set up.
Nano Genji. Beat to stay in. There's a Nano Genji. There he goes, a kill. You're gonna get one more. 2. Dude, Sugar Free Genji is just...
The nano boost on the Genji, although you don't have a blade, still really strong there.
Hydro got the exit there on Crimso and got a kill prior to that. He got away with absolute murder.
I'm closing blade now, attack visor.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Dude, holy shit, look at how long it's gonna take on her.
I mean, if they knew, right, you'd get another fight before he got back, or, as he's getting back.
Face should have taxied him.
Takes one to the belly, the javelin sends him flying backwards. Punk there is noted at low health, and he's a juicy target for someone like Hydron from the high ground. Safe spot to deploy that healing turret as well. The architecture here for the Defiant looks pretty darn good, and they'll have to flip.
There's tack visor. Oh, they're so low. Oh my god, it's a huge tack visor. Actually huge. Damn. Titans might be able to take this. Go Mei again to counter the Genji. With one right click, slow, wall.
He's the Overwatch lurker, I guess is the closest thing I can use to describe his playstyle right now. But you saw what he did in the previous fight. He played for the periphery. Yeah.
I mean, it sucks because they can't even get map control with spam necessarily.
The last fight he got those 2 kills on the exit,
Because they don't have speed, so literally Vancouver's gonna get it first. Just sort of wild. Oh nope, did they get it first?
And I don't think this is necessarily one team has Lucio and speed issue and the other team doesn't. I actually think just the way that the Defiant has kind of played some of these fights has been, exploitable here by the Titans.
All right, once more, we go to the bomb flats. Hydron here knows he can't get a full kill with any of this pressure, but maybe set something up for the rest of the Defiant.
Dude, they're just doing too much, dude. Like, it's like Sugar Free just doing so much on Genji. He's doing so much.
Support ultimate whatsoever. So like those blades when
Solo grab Hydron.
should just get tons of value.
And who's following up on Hydron's poke damage, right? What mechanism do you like guarantee kills from what he's able to do?
I feel like Hydron's not actually like aggressive enough.
The periphery.
He's like too scared.
Yeah, I mean you're just not really getting much of anything. Is Kaluge here? Gets you with a biotic grenade.
UV's 1.
Maybe just to like not allow people to come in. That's oh yeah, that's gonna be a kill there. So they do get sugar free, but
Oh, Crimson 1.
from Punk.
Sorry, 1.
Oh nope, it's walled off.
Yeah, he ult onto it anyway. I mean, that was a full Terra Surge Captive Sun combo on Sugar Free.
Hmm.
That's a lot to try and get rid of the Genji. So yes, the Defiant do
Interesting.
foothold, but
Could you turn off the... Yeah, I got you.
And an air matrix as well.
Sorry.
I mean, that is a ton there. So now I guess when the Titans
Think it's off now?
I mean, they're gonna have their
Should be fine.
GP sync can kind of like find a little angle, but maybe the Defiant want to play a little bit aggressive. So you have this Blizzard right here in the choke.
yeah, straight away.
I don't know why you keep grabbing that. I think that's pointless. You're trading grab for 2 CDs. I mean, I guess if your plan was to like turn and kill Hydron, then that's fine. But to me, like, I think you should use the grab as like just kill Hydron or like distraction kill Hydron, because you can actually kill him. No one else you can really kill. Oh, that's a really nice bubble on Genji. Oh man, dude, he's just running him down. Dude, holy shit. They just like literally ignore Orisa and they just run down the backline. Oh, Spectre's hitting shots. Kaluge is 1. No, they got it. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. They have Blade here. I'd use Nano and Zarya. That sucks. I think if they kept Nano there and they have Blade, then they would probably win, because they could just Nano Genji win. I mean, I just literally solo Blade Soldier or solo Blade and go on like BAP. Oh. Oh. That was disgusting. That was disgusting.
Maybe Punk kind of like thought there was some more healing there, because he ends up getting just blowing up pretty fast there.
That's wild.
You know, Kaluge and Hydron coming around the corner, so the Defiant, they stays in it. So you do have the Titans, they end up holding on to some of those ultimates. I think it's probably a better decision, right? You know, imagine if they would have ended up using, you know, Blade, or, you know, let's say they get a grab, the fight extends. And now you come into this without it. They'd be in a much tougher spot.
Captive Sun to start the fight. Martin maybe just fancies the mobility here. Crimzo would be able to run away if he tried. And he's looking for him. Even with the body grenade there, it's going to be Kaluge combining.
Traded. Punk is... Dude, Sugar Free does so much. It's actually crazy, man. Like, the literally only reason why this is working is Sugar Free is their carry, and they give you so much utility to him.
Some big damage out towards the end. Bubbles trying to protect everybody. His Faith is going to go back, escort him in, where the Titans now, Mitch, I think have a big advantage. Tac visor, grab, sound barrier here.
Yeah.
Sick combination. And
Solo grab somebody that don't trade. Don't use your ult bad. I literally just solo grab that soldier. Like, literally, it's so worth it. And Genji dash kill. And like, they're gonna have to use CDs just to walk. Oh, there's one. Oh, they had a really big mail. Oh, wow. Oh my god, what a nade.
Faith gets like a nice exit there on a Hydron on the way out. Just
That was crazy.
drive-by as Toronto able to flip it in the
Okay.
end. So
Yeah, it just feels like such a big ult like grab and you're not even getting value out of it. That's sort of wild to me. Like, so you're gonna force Fortify for free. Spin's gonna be harder to force. Soldier's always flanking. It's free. Oh. Ooh.
To a fifth Flashpoint.
It's crazy. Yeah, I think they will actually. Dude, Toronto might actually win this. That's wild. They have Blade though, but I mean, to be fair, they've got a Risol. Just play around a Risol. Blade can't really do much.
No reason not to. I think the Zaya bubble is a big, boon to you there. You can
Where's Blade?
otherwise would without the nano. There it is.
Oh, he dashes out.
Time to even deploy.
Terror Surge.
Yep. Sugar Free find that kill. Terror Surge doesn't pay off here for Kalush. Spectra comes out of ice block. It's a Grizzly scene awaiting him as the rest of his team up.
Oh, they got it. They got it. It's insane when your Genji is getting a kill off Blade and a kill off Nano by itself. That is insane. That is insane.
Too quick. And there it is, staying alive in the series. The Vancouver Titans turn up the heat on New Junk City.
The point ticks up so fast, in Flashpoint that you win that fight. There's not even an opportunity. I mean, to even make an attempt to kind of get back. It's really just, if Hydron can be able to live through that. And I think they made the right call. We were talking about it. Do you come back, try and fight this again? They have that Blade. You're playing the Zarya. You have the double bubble. It was a really nice attempt there from Kaluj. He actually did the spear spin to try and catch up to the Genji, and then the Terror Surge to lock him in. But Sugar Free gets that one kill, then dashes right up out of it.
Yeah, it's worth bearing in mind, right, that while the Terror Surge knocked you up initially, you can still use your mobility to get out of it, right? You're not hampered to that effect at all. So it did obviously, yank Sugar Free back briefly, but he has that dash reset from smashing Ultraviolet with the Blade. From there on out, he's free. Here's where we saw the grab here in the choke, right? Doesn't look amazing because there's an ice block there, but it's what Heesang does on the periphery. Wins out the battle against Hydron, and all of a sudden the Defiant are backing away.
Yes, we saw Hydron go on like some long flanks, but it seemed like on a Nabani it definitely paid off, right? On Flashpoint, I just don't know if you're going to be able to play that way. It seems like you have to be a little bit more with the rest of the team and just kind of deathmatch it out in that fashion.
From New Junk City to New Queen Street, we're keeping it fresh here at the Overwatch League. Match 2. We're going to have our push map coming up right after the break. So stick around, of course, a fitting place for this Battle of Canada.
Dude, Sugar Free is just doing so much.
newest game type here at the Overwatch League presents an opportunity for the Vancouver Titans to sneak their way back into the series. But instead they break down the front door and do it their way. And on New Junk City, Lenny time was all of the time. The Genji play from the Vancouver Titans, which we've seen over much of this series, hits a new level on this particular map. And your boy Sugarfree getting close to deadlift territory with his performance on New Junk City.
I mean, you're able to get a lot of value with the blades, right? I mean, 6 kills with the Dragon Blade, but you know they have no support ultimates, right? So nothing for survivability. You know, when you're playing like Captive Sun with the Alari and then Baptiste, and they have Matrix. So you get rid of that immortality field, it's gone. I mean, these are easy kills for Sugarfree to clean up.
And even when we saw the Titans switch off the Ana, they still had the bubbles to throw over on the Genji and say, hey, we don't really need nano boost here. Just go in. They have no support ultimates to play. They can't like beat in response to it. Can't even nano the target that's getting bladed. They don't have that. They just have the immortality field, which is pretty easy to cut through here. Sugarfree also, like, New Junk City has so much high ground, low ground, and variations of those combined across the flashpoints on the map. But Sugarfree, all of them, he's able to navigate quite expertly and very comfortably, kind of be everywhere he needs to be. Whereas Hydron, by contrast, right, is often playing flanking, playing conservative, peeking from wide angles and trying to put pressure down. Sugarfree gets in there and finishes the job that Heesang starts.
Well, I think it was also a little bit of a difference in that, you have Heesang playing the 76 there. So like Hydron on some of these maps, right, he's been able to take these off angles and you haven't really been able to kind of make anything you haven't been able to run him down, right? So in this type of scenario, though, Heesang is playing the 76 and is able to make plays for him, right? Just kind of like run him down, put some pressure from the opposite side. So you have a little bit of a counter there, which allows Sugarfree to run free.
And I thought it was interesting seeing what Spectre playing with the Mei a lot of the time. Like, our question was, all right, so if Hydron is doing this poke damage, putting this pressure down, then what's the other end of that sort of combination? Who's finishing off these kills? And Hydron quite often was, caught up in these long, protracted duels with Heesang where he couldn't actually impact most of the fight. I thought, you mentioned the comp was greedy. I guess that's fair to say, right? Like, no support ultimates, no defensive ultimates. Obviously, Margin's been really dominant so far this series on Illari, but it looks like they maybe just need a little bit more utility on New Junk City. The speed from Lucio would be great, and Sound Barrier, other defensive ults would also have gone a long way there.
Yeah, and I mean, we were talking a little bit during the break, like, what are they possibly going to play? Like, we've seen them kind of play the Sigma-based compositions. You were wondering if they see that. I think potentially we end up seeing like Diva-based stuff here. I think that's a possibility coming up.
Yeah, like we
28 limbs, 8 deaths. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not more.
Virtually on every part of this map, there is some high ground that you could be making use of, regardless of where the.
I thought he would have like less deaths, to be honest.
The best equipped hero to make use of that. So we'll see. Although I like to see it from the Defiant, they might have it force it again, just based on pure comfort, Matt. It does play into this like long.
I mean, if Azaria keeps working, Azaria keeps working. That's all I'm gonna say.
The Sigma did look good, right?
Like Sugarfree, just insane value. I'm shocked they don't play Torb into it. I'm playing Mei, but I would just go Torb. Go Mei Torb. Can't flank as hard though. You can still flank on Torb. Dude, Hydron's really going on the flank. Holy shit.
Hydron is, and this is like nice, right? It must be a Toronto Defiant DPS thing. He was like the most prolific flanker I've ever seen. Hydron, though, is really challenging that title. But here he doesn't complete the kill. What does he do? He fakes, he feigns that he's backing away, then opts to take a different angle. The Titans are taking a ton of poke damage here, and Spectre's able to finish Heesang off early. Now Hydron has no one to answer him. I mean, what is going on?
I mean, there's just no response, right? I mean, just
damn.
Taking these off angles. It's what he was trying to do on Flashpoint. It just wasn't working as well, right?
I wonder if you play, cause Soldier got buffed, so I wonder if you play Tracer, try and mirror, if it's even worth it.
Yes, he gets a bubble from Punk, but that's not enough to keep him alive.
I think this is over, actually. I don't think the Winston stuff's gonna work into Toronto's spam. I think it's over.
The Winston, I think obviously you can get
Oh, you
right,
got
just to get a little bit more to the backline, and that's something what you need to do. You need to, that's where Heesang did a nice job. It wasn't necessarily like punishing Hydra on the last map, but just putting enough pressure to just kind of keep him out of those fights. If you're Sugar Free and you find him alone, you need to take those fights.
Sugar Free again, looking to pressure individuals. This time it's Ultraviolet getting a lot of attention from Martia, but it may not be enough. It's not enough.
Oh, he
But Punk doesn't see any need
technically should have died.
You let Sugar Free just actually continue to poke that damage from the high ground. And the Titans, despite having a Winston comp, they're playing pretty.
Problem is when you win that first fight is you push so far. If you look how far now, like technically Vancouver is gonna be able to push, it won't be as much.
Corner, right? And then we'll see, can they access that high ground? Like, where is Hydron going to play from? Because I also think now, like, Punk is a threat to Hydron as well.
Absolutely. Where these long-range hit scans pretty susceptible to pressure from Winston. Soldier less than others, but still wants to respect him. That bubble is going to block much of this captive sun. Martin tries to thread the needle, but the projectile's quite large. As Hydron just found out, as one got bored through his face. And with the blade in play, there's nothing Martin could do. Tried to throw up the healing turret, but that was a foregone conclusion.
I like how he slashed there, but then he sort of just backed up. It's crazy, man. Sugar Free is just doing so. This is literally like Sugar Free doesn't get MVP if Tides wins. Like, this is just not right. Like Sugar Free is doing so much.
Get rid of all the deployables, but you're in a spot where the Titans, like, you don't even need the nano on the blade, right? Like, you can give the nano to Heesang, you give the nano to Punk, because you know that there's no support ult on the other side, right? So that time you end up using the nano blade, just a little bit more survivability, where now you put the Defiant in a really rough spot. I mean, you have this Blizzard, but there's so much mobility on the Titan side. Who are you going to get with it?
I like the Winston against
defensive.
I love the Winston against Sigma for that reason. He just ignores Sigma. Kalush turns around and says, well, I'm just going to try and hold a front line. I hope my back line can deal with the Winston. Now they do. It's because Spectra deploys a Blizzard there and makes it impossible for Punk to escape.
Yeah, they just kind of threw it basically at Punk as he was just jumping into the back line. But the Titans do get 56 meters. I mean, that's a good chunk of space that they are able to get. As Spectra gets slept here, looks like they're not going to be able to follow this up. But Hydron actually gets you with a bio. Are they going to be able to get him pretty low, but not able to finish him off?
He's saying it's actually a little bit of a dangerous angle here. Most of the fight, we're looking at trying to block Punk inside that room. Gravitic Flux inside the tube. They're unclear who's caught in that one. Attack visor from Hydron. Stymied mostly by the masonry here. He's got a fire at. Punk again is taken down first, though, so the Defiant switch their focus to getting rid of the Winston at all costs, but there may not be enough in this.
Oh.
Nice biotic field there. Sugar Free pulls up short, trying to chase down that soldier.
Yeah, Surmajid gets in the field.
Crazy.
This should be the Defiant taking the lead, getting the checkpoint here too.
Yeah, there's a Torb swap. Because to me, like, the only thing that's really, like, annoying them is Sugar Free. You shut down Sugar Free. I don't think Vancouver does that much. Oh.
Swiss cheese down there. I think it really do to try and follow up on his own, and that's not the first time Martin's looked for a solo play with that ultimate again. This time doesn't work out, but the rest of his team are getting it done without him.
Yeah, I mean, they get rid of Punk, and then also an Matrix comes down, and Heesang ends up falling. I think Spectra on the Torb just gives the backline a little bit more safety.
Yep.
Like, not seeing like the
Spectra Torb just makes this very. It also makes it harder for Heesang to flank. Like, it's just so good. Like Bap's safer, Surmajid's safer.
So we're doing this again. Faith is switching off the Lucio to the brick once more. Maybe because they feel like they're having to play defensively here. But Punk needs to be careful. Heesang can't get out.
Oh, we missed a volley.
And there was enough damage in the air.
Oh, we missed a volley again. He missed it again.
Kinetic grasp here to try and slow Heesang down, make it hard for him to pick everyone off. And Faith is just caught at long range awkwardly.
Damn, man. I mean, any amount they get here is really good.
Brig switch by Vancouver into these Sigma comps.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't love it on Numbani.
Okay.
I think also we didn't really. There really love it here as well. As I mean, yeah, it's still like protect Crimzo, but against who, right? Like nobody's really diving Crimzo, right? And maybe it's to help, try and get into Punk too, but still, I mean, yeah, this is just.
Yeah, I mean, and what Hydra can do now is he can just shoot at Faith constantly, force Faith to lose shield. I mean, there's other targets you could definitely, maybe select as more.
Okay. Oh my God, Crimzo's 1 HP. Oh.
As he emerges on his own from that side room. This is looking very, very bad for the Vancouver Titans now. We are almost at 100 meters and counting, and the Defiant have a lot to spend here. Spectra overextends though, trying to.
Faith is 1 HP.
It'll be Hydron just to get a couple extra meters.
The bot's the other way. I mean, it's so far.
I mean, I think it's fine. Coolidge got a kill there. That's wild. Like, the more you push on that choke, the more it matters, actually. Because there's 2 fights in that 3rd point there, and the choke is very defense favored. The fact they can stop right over here is insane. My God, dude. Dude. It's insane. What if they can play Sigma comp with Genji and do like a spam and a brawl? Like that'd be pretty strong. Oh, you want Genji, you probably want Ana with it though. And Primal.
There's a lot of work needs to be done here for the Vancouver Titans in the 2 remaining minutes of this map and potentially this whole series. We've got a captive son available here for Margit. Takes note of Faith coming his way, gives him a
almost killed Genji.
Gives him a love tap there, and Sugarfree was living dangerously, getting as close as he did to the Alari here. They're keeping Margit inside this room, but I don't think that's necessarily on purpose. It's Crimzo with a long nade to claim Ultraviolet.
Yeah, and it's a primal rage here from Punk. I think he's trying to displace a player. Yeah, getting, Kaluge just knocks him down right. Go into the rest of the team. But look at this. It's going to be Surma Jed going with the captive son here.
I feel like his captive son's been really questionable.
I don't think it connects anybody.
I don't know what happened there. I think I saw it fired at.
I feel like you should save that. Because literally you just need to win 1 fight, like 1 impactful fight.
It looked a little promising, but Margit wasn't in a position to do much there. Maybe even some use for some degree of mobility. Either way, 1 minute left. Still a distinct amount of distance to be pushing for the Titans here. They're only at about half of Toronto's total, and it's all uphill from here.
Yeah, and I mean, you have this Torbjorn ult, right, where they're going to have to get aggressive, try and make a play for the backline, like a lot like how you...
There's a Nano Genji, gets a kill. Oh my God, there's no way, right? There's no way they turn this around. Oh, Hydron. There's no way. There's no way. Dude, Hydron got did so much value near the end. Holy crap of the series. They're just trying to catch the soldier.
From the Defiant, with Hydron taking a lot of these off angles, it has worked great on everything outside of Flashpoint. As he comes up big with 2 kills there.
Yeah.
Right now, really not only setting up these opportunities to find kills, but completing them himself.
Oh, that's a really good window. Again, they're just gonna win probably off Sugarfree. And they have Flux Tac Visor. They have Primal.
Plus Tac Visor coming on in here for the Defiant. If they can somehow live through that, they're in a pretty good spot, Mitch. I mean, nothing's gonna.
I don't know how you're gonna deal with this actually.
You're probably gonna get, within 20 meters here.
Punk harassing Hydron early, doesn't use his jump so he can chase.
They're going soldier.
He backs out, decides to circle back to the rest of his team who are in dire need.
They're all 1. Nah, that's it.
Brought down by Margit, now a captive son. Who's it gonna be? Looking for the Genji on the high ground and he finds him. Yep. Kind of like Icarus, except the sun got brought to him. Lenny burnt to a crisp.
That's it.
And the Toronto Defiant.
Damn.
The series on such a fitting map for the
Damn. Crazy. Crazy. GG. Vote for me for Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the year. All right, here we go. Everybody
What did you write? Wait.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take the vote. But for Kalush Rookie of the Year, why not? But no, I think the Defiant played really strong throughout this series. I think just
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is their only win con really is the Blade.
long flanks. I thought that's kind of when
And I don't think that's like realistic enough, unfortunately. But yeah. Alright guys, we're calling it here. I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed and thank you.